You were this close to losing your teeth.
Greetings and welcome once again to Roman of the Empire. I am your host, Roman, and this week we are talking about Ahsoka, Episode 8, some fucking rip-off title from The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe that I don't remember because I simply don't care. So, it was a rough one to get through this week. I'm not going to lie. There were aspects again that I thought were fun, but then that closing act really slammed the door on a lot of the goodwill I had for the show. What are you gonna do? So we are waiting for our good friend Josh to show up. Yesterday was his birthday, so he no doubt went out and celebrated, and is probably, God knows which he's probably at work is where Josh is. And I also wanted to say a congratulations to our friend Pops, who is now a grandpa once again. He was supposed to be with us tonight, but grandbaby Pops was decided to make an appearance. So congratulations to you.
Selfish kid.
Pop. I know, right? Didn't the kid know that it was time for Ahsoka?
You could stay in one more day.
One more day.
One more.
Just cook a little longer. It's fine.
So, but let's go around the wheelhouse here and do our intros, and then we will jump into this hot mess of Ahsoka. He is my partner. He is my wingman. He once stopped me from bombing Mos Eisley, although it is filled with scum and villainy, so I don't know why. He is Shieldwall of Dragons. Welcome back once again, my friend. How are you?
Hey, how's it going, everybody? Oh, look who's here.
Happy birthday! Happy birthday! Although yesterday was your birthday, you watched this episode. Definitely not a gift.
Not a gift.
Yeah, no, that definitely was not a gift.
Sorry,
sad
It was
day.
either that or
thank you for doing it. Thank you for enduring this for us. We do appreciate it.
You're welcome.
Yeah. So yeah, this was unfortunately this wrapped up about how I thought it would, with just a bunch of more open-ended stuff that doesn't really clarify anything, or I kind of had a sinking suspicion that that was going to be the case, because what are they going to try to make a movie or something out of this to
you shut your ass, Shieldwall.
That's the rumor out there, or whatever.
Yep, even the article I read yesterday was talking about a Mandalorian movie.
Oh no! Stop it! You're hurting your host.
I'll get into that.
Anyways, yeah, it was a sad ending to what should have been a much better show.
Agreed.
And yeah, so we'll get into it in our show here about everything that we didn't like about it, and a few things that maybe we did that they did right. So or they didn't do so bad. How about that?
It didn't make me want to punch a hole in the wall and scream and yell and make my neighbor Bev worry about my safety.
That's not good. Don't make your neighbors concerned when you're watching the Star Wars with quotes around it. Mando, good Lord.
Yep. Anyway, it's
sorry. Oh God, I already launched.
Yeah, I was just saying it was great to be here. Thanks for having me on.
I can hear. Oh Lord, what's happened here?
I don't know. I don't hear anything.
Is it the raccoons?
What the
Are
fuck?
the raccoons there?
Did
What's
camera
going
go
on?
out?
What is? Oh, mother of God! What the fuck?
No, it's behind the scenes.
Behind the
Little
scenes
dog
with
pulled the
Roman.
curtain
Secrets
back.
have been
Oh
And
my
I
revealed.
thought I
God,
would have
damn
the
it!
technology issues.
You're back there
Roman of the
pushing a
Empire,
foot pedal and
BTS.
talking into a great big megaphone thing.
Oh my
What-
God!
you know.
It's like it's this kind of thing that is going to bring the situation.
The
to
flying
a head.
monkey's
Am I
got
thinking
it.
wrong
Oh,
again?
oh, no, yep.
Oh, there you
I'm
go.
totally clipping that shit just so everyone knows.
Yes. Yes.
Do it.
Fuck off! I must have a loose
Yeah.
connection out here. You'll find that shocking, folks. He is the meme master of the interwebs. He uses his powers for good instead of evils. Definitely the light side of the force. He is Jacob Ironside. Welcome back, my friend. And thank you again for that wonderful Dave Filoni video.
Hey,
Everyone,
oh, you're welcome. You're
That's
quite
glorious.
welcome. I'm glad to be back. Glad to be back to talk about this
How are
horrid
you
show.
doing, Jacob?
I'm good. I'm doing good.
All right, we always worry. We always worry there's going to be a raccoon uprising.
Rocket Raccoon's gonna come down to Earth just to invade.
I have them in
Jacob.
line right now.
Zach's already has a yes. I know, Zach's. I know. Yes, I need just a small part
thing-
of that Disney budget to maintain.
The thing is,
illusion.
when you're fighting raccoons, you aim for the head.
Well, at least you're not in
It helps.
At least you're not in Australia, because then it would be emus.
Oh yeah, those dangerous.
do those things make good eating? I wonder. I bet they do.
Well,
Emus
let's see. The Australians wouldn't know because they've lost 2 wars against emus.
Against the
Oh yeah,
emus,
yeah.
The emus
They've
are
Not
winning.
one,
lost
but 2.
wars
Interesting.
You haven't
against
seen that
giant
movie?
chickens.
They
You know what,
actually made a movie
they need
about
themselves
it.
some pickups and some spotting lights, and they'll.
No, they just need to
And
go
a-
to
and a couple
Louisiana
of-
and be like, "Hey,
couple of-
y'all,
Yeah,
SWAT people,
exactly. A
come
couple
here."
of 6-packs of beer, and yep,
Let's make some gumbo.
exactly.
Let's
yep.
do it.
That sounds good.
I had gumbo.
The
last night.
Aussies, the Aussies are gonna be like, "Oh, hey, mate, we need to kill these things," and you're gonna have a redneck that's like, "Fucking Ford Ranger to the rescue!" Plowing down.
God help us all. She will tell you if this is the way. She would have beaten Sabine and probably Mando at this point in just a straight out fist fight. She is the Untamed Mando. I'm sorry. And welcome back to the show, despite your best instincts. It's good to have you with us.
It's good to be here. If for those of you who are questioning, I did not destroy my apartment office area. I swear. I've been traveling, and this is the Airbnb, and this is my traveling setup. So that's why I probably sound weird and look a little bit weirder than normal. But I promise I did not rage hard enough to destroy my setup. I wanted to, though.
No, I know there was a lot of it doesn't matter. We'll get there. We'll get there. I don't want to prematurely there's so many words I don't want to insert here. I'm just gonna let it go. I'm just gonna let it go. We'll just let it go. He is the scourge of Gotham, the nemesis of the Dark Knight. He is Joker Voice. Welcome back, my friend. How are you?
Oh, they've created an entire new wing at Arkham just for folks who have watched this show. And I'm so glad to be here for my weekly therapy session. And of course, no Roman of the Empire show is complete without a visit from the Scissor family.
You know, every week, I hope it's not going to happen. Yet every week, it does. I can't control them, folks. I can't control them.
Hey, at least it wasn't actual scissors.
No, that's true. There are no scissors.
My
this
husband
week.
did bring my pair of scissors. I'm sorry. Oh,
I'll
I'll bring
see
some out
that
later,
as a
don't worry.
bit of support for me.
Oh
from
no,
your husband.
they're,
So I appreciate.
they're coming,
that.
Roman. Don't worry.
Yeah.
I
Also,
got a
I
problem.
would say that. Yeah. No, never. I was gonna say you and your husband probably shouldn't be scissoring. They should be doing something else.
so Bev Kuhn
See,
is my
we're
neighbor.
already getting-
She's
Oh,
she's looking after my
that's your neighbor.
cat.
That's your poor neighbor. Well, I'm sorry. I apologize.
Sorry,
Just right
neighbor.
off the bat. I don't.
I didn't know that you live near Jake Myers.
What? What?
Ah!
Mm. Oh, God help us. All right. You fucked me up with that, guys. I'm just not. I'm thrown off. I am on a
Mission
lot of
accomplished.
allergy meds tonight. So well done. Well played, my friends.
You're welcome.
Oh, God. He is a newly published author, and he is our friend from across the pond. He is Mr. AWK. Welcome back to the show, Alex. How are you, my friend? And congratulations.
Oh, thank you very much. And yes, it's not just me, it's Archer Collin who helped write the book. And also, I can't believe what I've seen for the last, 8 episodes of crap.
It feels like more, though. It feels like more than 8 episodes,
Yeah.
doesn't it? It just.
And also, somebody wants to say hello quickly. Bye-bye!
Hello, Chopper.
Where's the hammer?
Yeah,
Chopper, I'm,
hero.
I feel like
Chopper,
hammering
I'm
a
so sorry that you were seen in the show.
I would like to take a sledgehammer to that robot. Really, I would.
I love Chopper. He's the only
Chopper's
consistent character.
Such
Chopper,
colorful
this is a
language, man.
family
I
show.
got
Come
that.
on.
Oh my. Well, you know,
Yeah.
even the droids are not happy with Ahsoka. His beard was actually the second man on Omaha Beach. He is Beard of Liberty. Welcome
Excellent prop
back
work.
to you and your beard, my friend.
Excellent prop use, sir. Excellent prop use. I like
Thank
it.
you. Boy, of all the live action Star Wars TV shows that I've seen, this certainly was one of them.
It's funny. I don't know if you guys have seen the meme out there. I would have grabbed it, but I'm actually bad at my job. Where it has it's like the medal rankings, where it's got Andor on top, and then down on the bottom it has Ahsoka. So it's like Kenobi is right above Ahsoka, which I don't necessarily agree with, but that's neither here nor there.
Well,
And Ahsoka's
what-
chewing
say
on the
what?
medal with the champagne bottle.
I don't know this. I don't know this last episode.
We-
May have just.
We
may
can
have just-
we can argue about the this at the end. I have my opinions about it, but we'll jump all over that mess at the end.
I can't yell because I'm in an Airbnb and I don't want my family that I'm visiting to walk in and be like, "Are you okay?"
Just tell them to shut up.
Do we need to have an intervention?
Yeah. Hey, Roman, did you just say Ahsoka and Kenobi were sleeping together? Because that's what I heard.
That's what I heard.
No.
You said
no,
Kenobi was on top of Ahsoka. That is
okay.
not
Actually,
the same
yes.
phrase.
Phrasing is important, and that was not good phrasing. Good catch
I
there.
laughed.
I want to die, not just a little bit right now. So thank you for that, Josh.
You're welcome.
Speaking of Josh,
It's good. Well, are we doing a happy? What's going on? What happened? I got derailed.
well, speaking of Josh, as most people, as corn is popped by hot oil and balloons are popped with hot
Yes.
air.
Actually, I was going to say, as my anticipation was popped by Ahsoka, so he is popped by culture. He is Josh McDonald, the birthday boy.
Happy birthday!
Happy birthday!
And to keep
to you.
Oh,
Happy birthday, Mr. Josh McDonald. Happy birthday to you.
Who can say that the Joker sang them happy birthday? Not many people. Also,
not many people that lived.
True.
That's true.
I also feel like
He
I
hasn't
need to
given you your
to-
present yet.
That's fair. I might reject the gift and then run away screaming. But I feel like I need to keep my birthday on brand with Pop by Culture. So we're just going to consider it happy popped out of your mama's cooter day. There we go.
All right, I like it.
Makes
I'm
sense.
not sure what to do with that. So let's say hi to our chat real fast while we try not to digest that. We have our good friend Dempsey out there who is also singing happy birthday in his own way. We have Mando's poor neighbor Bev. I'm just gonna I apologize for everything you're gonna be exposed to tonight, which is probably gonna be a lot. It's our good friend Zax. Welcome. And Zax and I are gonna be doing a dad stream next week. We just have to hammer out the day. America's 2001. Welcome back to the show. Ducka. Mark of Reality. Welcome. I'm sorry, but so has been worse than the last one. Yeah, well, the nice thing is it's nice every Star Wars show get because I'm dumb. Yes, they've not been good. They've not been good. The Clue channel. Welcome. I don't think you've been here before, but welcome to our chat.
Clue is a regular in the chat on Friday nights Royal Rumble and also from Samael the Infamous. He has a channel as well. Check him out.
Right on. Your Barmy, welcome back to the show. Good to see you, my friend. Ducka.
Wait. Why'd you remove his? Why'd you remove his comment so fast?
What?
Barmy.
What?
Did you notice he was having the digital close as possible scissor sister, but it was just the one
like
finger?
chicken.
Is that why you?
No. I hate all of you an awful lot. Stephen Ransom, heading out to a dinner with a friend of mine. Well, good. Good, Stephen, and have fun at your dinner. And thank you for stopping by. Always good to see you. Bobby Wold, love Bobby Wold. I'm now stuck for Acolyte. My one of my testicles actually just crawled back up into my body.
Which, by the way, in case you didn't know, written, showrun by Harvey Weinstein's former personal assistant, the feeder of women into his office. Yeah, that's great morals there, folks.
Me too.
Besides that, I'm probably getting a lot of hate for this, but besides the point of whatever she was involved with him, she just doesn't look like. You can just look at her, and she doesn't look like
she looks fucking creepy. Yeah.
It has nothing to do with like her attractiveness. It's just she just looks incompetent.
No. Well, I mean,
she doesn't inspire confidence.
I mean, she is in Hollywood, so
Right.
Yeah. I mean,
our good friend
maybe she'll
Matt.
surprise us.
I doubt that. What?
It'll be worse than we think.
I don't know if that's possible.
That is a challenge that I definitely sure that they are willing to take up.
Start a poll on will the Acolyte be worse?
Yes.
Than
we can
start the poll now. Yeah, well.
We'll
get back to the end of this episode. So, Matt, the fact that shouldn't be the unbearable 73, the man that knows all the things about all the things. Thank you for dropping by again, my friend. Ducka. Joshua Fiddler, welcome. New to the chat. Good to see you. And your Barmy, I think we already said hello to your Barmy, but if I didn't, I'm saying hello again because you're worth it. So that's everybody that I am aware.
Well, there was
of right now.
With your Barmy's statement there. I mean, there's no need for a spinoff called Sabine. This show was Sabine.
Yeah.
Yeah. There was
more Sabine than Ahsoka. Show. That's true.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so this is probably going to go sideways on me, but I'm going to try it
anyway. As Gary calls it, flick my Sabine.
Oh my!
Oh no!
Oh no! Yeah, it went all fucko, just like I was worried it was gonna. But that's all right. It's easily rectified.
Just to let you
know,
this is Star Wars.
Oh, Nosferatu, where have you been? I missed you so much.
What up, Nos?
He only comes out for the corpse of the show.
No. Oh, love me some Nas, and no 2 girls. No, I can't emphasize that enough. No, we're gonna watch that.
No, not that.
Why?
No.
Why do
That's
you
right.
hate us?
No, so you
Why
don't
do you
have to.
hate us? Why
That's
do you
why
hate
we're
me?
here, folks. That's why we're here. We endure these things because we can.
My
So
brain just
the
exploded.
show,
Thank you.
once again, reminding you that it's Star Wars, so you don't forget, because that's possible. Here's a big
Star
old
Wars.
ass shot of the
Chimera. The Chimera with penetration still going on. So
Oh yeah, the penetration is strong.
And here's an odd shot of Thrawn's ass. I didn't mean to catch it that way, but now I can't unsee it.
God, that cake! Look at that cake, man! Because every show is going, man. All the cake in the series, all the cake. Fuck off.
I think
However,
Thrawn
I
lost
will
some
say,
weight between the former episode and this one because his waist looks a little.
You just put a girdle on.
yeah, probably. I was gonna say the most intimidating or authoritative he's looked was that shot from behind.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
Right there.
That's probably
Your
because
eyes are
that's
focused on
probably
the
a
blue. It's all
stand-in
lined up
or
nicely.
something.
Yeah, they're
Probably.
definitely not trying with him, are they?
No.
Well, that and every other shot. I really didn't pay attention, but at least from this angle, it looks like he didn't hit. It looks like he didn't get to the Dunkin' Donuts yet. So I'm just saying.
Well, it's early in the morning, probably, Joker. He probably just hasn't made it out yet.
Okay.
So right now, Captain Enoch.
Enoch.
Yeah, Enoch.
I can't, forgive me. I forget the name of the character because he's such a waste of one actor in Wes Chapman
He
from
looks like a
The
reject
Expanse.
from Chronicles.
Wow, Mark! Holy shit,
Yeah,
Mark! That's
it
hilarious.
does.
Oh,
my
Marco!
goodness, I
Oh,
can't believe I hadn't thought of that.
Oh.
You know, I hope that hope
Well,
that I
that would be nice.
become monetized because of the acolyte.
No. But it's the tail end of this because he wants us to make money off the acolyte. The way that Jay made more money off the Star Cruiser Hotel
That's true.
than Disney did.
I hope I get monetized because of
Lord.
it.
That hotel is your just example. If anybody wants to know what an example of a dumpster fire is, that's it.
$400 million write down.
Yep.
It's worth
What a
more
fucking-
as a loss than an
Amazing.
actual revenue stream.
Mm-hmm.
So right now, Captain Enoch is telling Thrawn they've located the rebel ship. Okay.
Which is weird because they already knew where
Didn't
they were.
already
They
locate
sent
the rebel
troops. They
ship?
brought the troops back and said, "That's okay. We wasted enough time. She can't get here.
I
Oh,
just
we
wonder-
found her. Now let's send more people after her."
Which also is okay. So you know where it is. Okay, good.
Mm-hmm.
But 2 blocks away has been Ezra for 10 years, and you haven't found no.
Yeah, it's not like he's heavily defended. He's living with the hermit crab people.
The traveling trailer park.
It's not they aren't much of a match to anything that's on your ship. But that's fine.
The only way that I can justify that is those little antennas they have on their little mobile homes as some kind of jamming device.
But
Cloaking field.
we were never because in the previous episode in this little map you can clearly see the little trailer park.
Yeah,
True.
Hey,
I'm sorry. I actually jumped over the importance of why he's even talking to her.
at this point, it doesn't even matter.
It almost doesn't. You're right. Is the sad part. He's asked her if the troops he's got a special set of troops set aside, and they understand the sacrifice that may be asked of them. Which anybody who's seen this knows exacably what that means. These troops are going to die.
Okay, so Shield and Roman, as men who have served, and I don't know if I don't know anyone else's history if you have served or not. Thrawn is an admiral. Does he need to ask for volunteers?
No. Now, granted, it is a suicide mission, but this is the Empire. This is a whole different fucking ball game. These aren't regular military rules. He can just say, "Hey, you 20 guys, you're gonna go fucking die."
Yeah,
and they'll be
go
like,
die for the Empire.
The only reason that he might do that is for his own ego, to be like, look at how loyal my troops are, that they're willing.
My men will die for me.
But that's not Thrawn. Thrawn is
he's not ego-driven. That's true.
Thrawn is egoless.
Yeah, he's logical. He's almost like Spock. He's almost like an evil Spock.
Right.
Yeah.
Beard, you were going to say something?
I don't even remember. It's fine.
Okay.
I mean, it's about this show, so it's pointless anyway. So
but it is. It's the sad reality of the show is that none of it really matters that much. So anyway, so the volunteers have assembled. They're all going to, assuming, like I said, when you say they understand their sacrifice, and she says, "Yes, Grand Admiral, you know what the fucking deal is." And here's where she's getting a reward for being such a cool descendant of the Night Sisters.
So she gets a level up, which what exactly does this entail? So someone said, well, now she gets imbued with the Dark Sister magic, and I'm like, but she's already used Dark Sister magic in previous episodes. So what exactly is the point of this? To get a bad makeup job? I mean, because if that's a gift, you can take it back. I don't want it.
Well, what I got from this scene, aside from
I don't know what you're talking about, Joker. Her makeup was on point.
Was that they were doing this essentially so that she could level up power-wise, so she could buy them more time. That's all it was. It wasn't a gift. It was a gift with a super
cannoli.
Well, cannoli.
And okay, now if it was to give her more power to wield what they eventually give her, okay, but again, this needs to be explained. This is just
it just kind of happens,
right?
I'm not one for over explaining. I don't like over explaining, but every now and then you do need a little crumb as to what the fuck is going on.
Okay,
well, also
the same thing with
this
Savage
entire
Opress
series,
in Clone Wars,
right?
And it was ridiculous then too.
Yeah.
Well, but if you didn't watch Clone Wars, you have no idea what the hell is going on.
Right.
So you need to they need to explain things that if you didn't watch Clone Wars,
and especially what happens next, because they say the blade of Talzin. If you've never watched any of, not even Rebels, the Clone Wars, Keely Chow, Roll Tide. If you've never even watched the Clone Wars,
Keely Chow.
You have no idea.
Hey, Kelly.
Mrs. You have no idea who this is. You have no idea who Mother Talzin is. No idea. And you are completely lost because Talzin, yes, did use a blade in one episode of Clone Wars. It was an episode with Mace with Mace Windu and Jar Jar Binks. It is such an obscure episode that if you blinked, you missed it.
Yeah,
so
I didn't even remember the her sword.
Yeah,
so this is
I watched it and I didn't remember what the fuck this was.
It's the most key jangling that this series has done right here.
Right.
Also, these witches are in another universe. How do they know what was happening in the Star Wars galaxy?
Correct.
Yeah,
hey,
that was my question.
See, this show brings up too many questions than answers.
Mm-hmm.
No, it does because it just does. There are so many plot holes here. This could be like you could do a documentary on how not to make a series based on the amount of plot holes that there are, because that's why the Joker, I'm gonna give you the stage for a second, because you were talking about, I'm just gonna pull this off real fast. Almost had to be a better way to say that. About in the green room, we're talking about ratings of the show. Again, Yeah, go ahead and hit them with this stuff.
Okay, so week 1, which was episodes 1 and 2, it premiered on Nielsen's top 10 at number 5. It premiered on in that same week in Nielsen's original content top 10. It came in at number 2. The following 2 weeks, it has not been in Nielsen's top 10, and the following week for episode 3 on the original content, it dropped to 5. This week, it's dropped to 7. It has gone from 829 million minutes watched for episodes 1 and 2. Episodes 1, 2, and 3, it dropped to 487 million minutes watched, and now 1, 2, 3, and 4, 450 million minutes watched. This is watching an audience dissolve in real time. No one is watching this show.
That's impressive.
It's because, in my opinion, it's because it's like having to get your pilot's license to be a passenger on an airliner.
Right?
To watch this show, you got to do so much
Yeah.
background research.
No,
to know
you
what
do.
the hell's going on.
Yeah.
And
regular people don't have any idea what the fuck is happening on the show.
Okay,
They have no idea.
And I have made this comparison on another stream. Two other very popular franchises. You take HBO's Game of Thrones, the House of the Dragon series. What makes those work is the showrunners, the writers, they assume that nobody has read the books. They assume no one knows anything about the source to material at all. The same with one of Roman's favorite franchises, that being Harry Potter.
Oh, poor Harry Potter.
Ah,
Poor
Harry Potter.
But
I'll have my Harry Potter stuff.
but
you brought that with you, but you didn't.
No, I
bring
said I
scissors?
don't. I said I
okay.
don't have my Harry
What
Potter
did you do?
stuff.
I'm like, I'm
Okay,
thinking there's a hat behind you, a wand. I don't know what's going on, Mando.
So,
Story joke.
no worries. So that in the same way, they assume that the audience going in has never read the books. This show is assuming that you have watched Rebels, you have watched Clone Wars. Even if you're a Star Wars fan, but you've only watched live action Star Wars, you are lost throughout this entire season.
Yeah.
The weird
Because not
thing
everybody-
is the conundrum, or contradiction, I guess better word, is that they assume you've seen all this stuff, yet they write the characters totally different and
Correct.
disregard everything that you should have
Oh,
seen
that's
to
an
know
excellent
what was
point,
going
yeah.
in.
Correct.
The way they should have done it is with the early on in Marvel, they had the like Netflix shows that were in the same universe, but they kept them separate.
Yeah.
They should have kept the cartoons separate from the live action.
I agree.
And they didn't. What was the point of race? Oh yeah, it's sleazy. Yeah, no shit. this, and we're gonna get to this. And this made me want to throw my drink at my television last night. We will get there. I'm actually wearing black in tribute to Ray Stevenson tonight.
Mr. AWK, what did you had something you wanted to say about Enoch?
Yeah.
How do you say his name?
Well, I'm going to share an image with you about him because anyone seen Chronicles of Riddick at all?
Yes.
Yeah.
I haven't. I wanted to, but I haven't yet.
Right. If I just bring up the image for a second, you got Enoch there, right? And you got the Lord Marshal.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think they've nicked the idea off a bit?
Probably.
Because it's
They've
the
done it to a
the
whole bunch of
Marshal-
other
To be
stuff.
fair, they nicked a lot of ideas off of a
Yeah.
lot of things for this.
I mean,
Yep.
I think
would
that's based. I think even that though is based off of folklore. I think there's a
Yeah.
pre-existing.
Well, I mean, the
Like
Romans
Roman
did,
type.
did
Roman.
the Romans did that.
I was just getting that vibe, really.
The one thing that I wanted to just comment on about what Joker was mentioning about the Nielsen ratings, though, is I want to make sure people understand that these like episode 3, episode 4, those ratings for those weeks, it's not just for those episodes. It's hours watched for all episodes combined.
Yes,
and you're still seeing a decline. So you've got
there's more episodes and less viewers.
Yeah,
Right.
more hours to watch and less people actually watching those hours. You tend to see the opposite as shows go through their run. What's going to be interesting is when we hit the final when we get the Nielsen ratings for this final episode to see how many people tune in to just binge it.
Right now,
but if it doesn't crack the top 5, even with that, it's terrible.
I don't think it will, Josh, because people get dropped off. People just stopped watching the show. I don't think people came back to watch the final episode.
Okay,
that's me. That's my opinion only.
I have said that the next episode, which is the Anakin episode.
Yeah,
you might see a bump. You might see a bump.
Yeah, for the curiosity's sake, the key jangling, portion of things. All right, so the Witch Sisters are giving her a big fucking sword.
By the way, one more thing about the Witch Sisters are copying the Bene Gesserits from Dune.
Right. And the Fates. And the Fates of Greek mythology.
From Shakespeare. Yeah. Well, and in Shakespeare,
and the Norns. And the Norns from Norse mythology.
Yeah. Right.
Which is fine. Like, it's just there's so many questions.
Which is fine in itself, but we've got multiple things being pulled from other shows and other stories.
And it's so on the nose that it's not even.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Now hold on.
Here it is.
Don't do it. Not yet. Not yet. So you have dispatched 2 TIE fighters to take out the shuttle when you had 3 starfighters the last episode chasing it down, and you called them back. So you're sending out assets, pulling back assets, sending out more. Okay.
No,
from a military standpoint, does that make sense?
No.
He's
being the opposite of what Thrawn is. Thrawn is a genius tactician.
That actually reminds me.
Go ahead.
No, it reminds me what I was going to say earlier is the Thrawn in this. If you thought the Thrawn we saw before was not Thrawn, this Thrawn in this episode is even less Thrawn.
Mm-hmm.
He is a dumbass. He doesn't remember anything he's done. He constantly is redoing things and failing and acting like it was part of his plan.
He's geriatric Thrawn.
Yeah.
He's stepping all over his blue dick right now. It's not good.
Which side of the stage do I go off?
No, Flaccid. No.
Copa, yo.
No. God,
he's Joe Thrawn.
Which Copa, again, thoughts and prayers are going out to you and your family.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. No, and it doesn't make sense. God. Here we are. It's Ahsoka, in case you were curious about what you were watching.
It is?
You might be.
Know that.
And then comes this.
Fuck!
The Jedi, the Witch, and the Warlord. Oh my goodness.
Boosh.
Who's the Warlord? Is Thrawn?
Yeah, I have no idea. He's not a warlord though. Not really.
Is it Balin Skull? Is he the warlord?
No, he's just wandering around in the wilderness.
Is it Shin Hati?
No. Again, she just kind of wandering around. Maybe it's Ezra as master of the hermit crab people. No, that's not it either. No, it's a stupid title that is just trying to be clever. And
if you're going to copy off of Chronicles of Narnia, this was not
do
it.
Be fucking clever.
The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe.
We got a couple new folks in here.
Filoni, as a kid, was the kid that did weird things to get attention, and that's all this is.
I don't even
right
want
here.
to think about it. I don't want to
Sleazy,
think
you
about
you
it.
are correct. Lewis is. I'm surprised that we're not getting like some sort of earthquake from the earth from him spinning so much in his
I
grave.
know, right? Oh my
Well,
gosh.
I mean, and again, I was listening to Script Doctor talk about
This is so
talk about
stupid.
Mr. Felony, that he's a consumer. Dave likes to watch Star Wars. Dave likes to talk about Star Wars. Dave doesn't understand Star Wars enough to be a creative.
True.
You are correct.
So here we have Ahsoka's ship leading the hermit crab caravan. In
Wow.
other
Roly
movies, they
polies.
would be
Love
called
it.
they're pikeys.
Love
I
it. That
I
now-
still think they're roly polies.
So
Now, love it. That makes sense, though. Now, I would legit watch a Jedi Witch and the Wardrobe.
Right? That would be freaking amazing.
I mean, they
If it
know
was
there
done
is.
well.
They know of one guaranteed way off of this planet back to their galaxy.
Uh-huh.
Why are they traveling at the speed of these little?
At the speed of smell.
They're going as slow as they possibly can.
You have a
Those
spaceship.
fucking
They,
bat
why are
wolf-
you leading
Where's
these?
the urgency?
Well,
right,
even
that there is none.
that aside, why are you leading these people who can't fight a Star Destroyer towards
No,
a
who
Star
gives two
Destroyer?
fucks about these guys? They can set up camp anywhere on this fucking planet
Yeah.
and they will be fine. No one is looking for them.
Right.
No
right.
one is looking for
Tell
them.
them to
No.
go
They're looking
that
for
way,
you guys.
and you fly.
Why?
And then-
Get
Hold on,
away
can-
from
can
them.
I-
They're safe now.
Can I
Why-
share an image, Roman?
Yeah,
Yeah,
pull
yeah,
it
yeah,
up.
yeah.
But while we're talking about it, why are you leading them if your plan is just to leave them here anyway?
Right. That's
Right.
what I was going to say. The only reason that you would bring them like that is if you're going to take them with you. And in that case, just put them all on the ship and fly them there.
because
They're
because,
little. They can all fit.
Yeah.
because
So
the script
stupid.
needs the plot. Well, okay, so Jacob, thank you very much.
Now, this,
But I want to notice. But I want to bring something up. So you see the shuttlecraft from the outside,
yeah.
and then you see these shots inside. Clearly, this is a TARDIS. 'Cause
Right?
they're-
It is the
Ship
TARDIS.
space? Yeah,
It's not
agreed.
big enough for this.
Right?
But
I
I'm
mean,
just
unless
pointing out
they've
one
got
thing
like
here.
stuff in the wings.
Ezra is. They're waiting for Ezra to build a lightsaber to go after him.
And they've got all these
Why
fucking
not grab one
lightsabers
of
here?
these lightsabers and use it?
Right now,
I
which,
count like
which,
7.
That
I-
makes
on
sense.
wall.
Oh my god,
Which-
I missed this.
which
And now
also
I'm disappointed in
which-
myself. This was earlier, obviously, because she's
Yeah,
still
this was
Sabi- or
last-
she's
last
still
episode,
a coast of the Ahsoka. I was making up names for her because I'm flustered. Ahsoka the Black at this point, not Ahsoka the White.
which also
It's-
which
Sorry for the
When did she
Fuck
change
off,
her
Ahsoka.
clothes again?
which
No, that's
oh,
from
okay,
that's from previous.
Oh,
so,
okay.
So
Yeah, that was a few episodes ago.
so right now we see Ezra in the Home Depot section of the ship,
Yeah.
and he's constructing a lightsaber. Which, for one, that's not how a lightsaber is constructed, and two, does Hu Yang just have kyber crystals just
I
laying
was
around?
wondering the same thing. I was like, where'd he get his kyber crystal?
Yeah,
I
I think
guess
all
he
these boxes, little
must.
boxes, because he used to help the younglings make them.
Well-
I guess this ship is just like traveling Geppetto's workshop.
Well,
Yeah,
yes,
but then you
but-
had to
Okay.
earn your kyber crystal.
Right.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah, you're supposed
because again, in Clone Wars,
Yeah.
they had an entire episode dedicated
Yes.
to this where they went to
Yes, they did.
where they went to the planet Ilum,
to. Mhm.
and they had to find their crystal, the
Yep.
one that called out to them, and then through use of the Force, they constructed their they were able to construct their saber.
Fuck Zax. No, Zax. No.
Wow.
I mean,
wow.
I think I mentioned it
God
last
damn it.
week that it would have been better if Ezra had built like a proto saber, like he would found
Yes.
a crystal that
Yep.
worked, and then now he could be upgrading it to make it a proper lightsaber right
Okay.
here.
Okay. So
Or take
No.
his old lightsaber.
so
You mean his
So
his
weird.
actual fucking lightsaber?
Beard kind of like what the Ricotta used to have, like
Yeah.
like
Mhm.
almost like they almost had like a battery pack
Yeah,
on their side.
yeah, it was corded to the
Yeah.
power pack, and I mean with the hermit crab people, they have enough technology. He could have fashioned
The-
something.
The
Yeah, they're clearly tech savvy.
you mean the escargonauts?
I mean, it's ridiculous as is. They don't answer the question where he gets the crystal.
Correct.
I appreciate that they finally properly acknowledge Kanan.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay,
I
but
liked
again,
that too.
But again, that's just a key jangle there
I
because
mean, it is.
Yeah.
because and then Kanan, then who Yang says, oh, I knew Caleb back when, which is his actual name, but how would Hu Yang know that Kanan Jarrus is Caleb Doom? And
Mhm.
I just happen to have the only other emitter like his old saber in existence. I just happen to have it right here.
Yeah,
That's
happen to
so-
have the same thing
Yeah.
is
I just
super
keep
convenient.
random pieces for old Jedi I trained, you know.
Yeah,
Right.
but
Like we all
I
don't.
would, maybe
That's
I'm
just like
giving it
every
too
man's
much,
garage.
maybe I'm giving
Yep.
it too much credit, but I would assume
You are.
I know. We all know I'm giving them too much credit. That if Ahsoka and Hu Yang have traveled together for so long, she probably would have mentioned Kanan and they put together his past. Again, it's a hole in the story where they would have done a lot
Well
better
said.
to even just mention it.
Right.
Right.
Like,
Also,
why didn't
in
Hu
this-
Yang just say Caleb Doom? Like, instead of saying, and then Ezra could have corrected him, no, Kanan Jarrus or whatever.
So, what are the chances that Galaxy's Edge lightsaber building experience is going to have that piece in it now?
Probably.
Like an extra 20 bucks or
Probably.
Oh
something.
yeah.
Okay. Well,
Absolutely.
Okay. Again, and that's what script doctor said because
Mhm.
because the making of a lightsaber was supposed to be part of Jedi training. It was supposed to be a very spiritual experience to becoming even more one with the Force. And now it's just turned into making toys at
It's
Galaxy.
like
Yeah,
fucking
right.
Build-A-Bear. dude.
Mhm.
It's
That-
like
that's-
fucking Build-A-Bear.
There was nothing special about this scene
No.
to me.
No, the
It-
only
it
thing
was
I
just-
like in here is that Ezra got an unintended dig onto Sabine about, hey, didn't your master teach you how to build a lightsaber? And he turns around and he's fucking gone.
Hey, hey.
And by the way, have y'all
Look at
noticed
me.
how short the lightsabers are in this show?
Yeah,
Mhm.
they're very short.
Well,
Yeah.
let's not talk length right now. That seems unkind, really.
Well, you
Ahsoka took me on as her apprentice.
She what? Why?
Mhm.
Mhm.
That is never going to get old.
That's still completely 100% right for this.
This
Yeah.
one is your life.
Yes.
That show lost any mysticism, or this show,
Yeah.
Star Wars in general,
Mhm.
or any kind of statement or anything where this statement would be true or
Mhm.
honored a long time ago, especially when you just start surviving chest piercings with it.
yeah.
Or you just give, random Mandalorians a lightsaber and just assume that they can use the Force now.
which
I'll be
is
fine.
which
Mm.
Oh, now this
And
This-
this you know,
this is
Fuck off.
infuriating. This
We've
is
never-
infuriating.
seen this in any other Star Wars. They
This
go out
is-
on the wing of the ship.
Well,
If
not
I
even
was-
that. Not even that. This should have been the moment. This should have been the moment. This should have been the teaching moment here, where Sabina's like, I screwed up. I fucked it up, and Ahsoka needs to say, you have potentially put billions of lives at risk because you got caught up in your feels. This is a path. This is a path to the dark side. This is a one-way ticket. But instead it's, oh, you got what you want. You're okay, kid. You know, my master stood behind. My master stood behind
her
me.
master would have lit her up and down.
But what she is referring to is the end of season 5 of Clone Wars, where she was falsely accused of bombing the Jedi Temple. That because Anakin, yes, he broke the rules and he went outside the rules because he believed so much that Ahsoka was right and she had done nothing wrong. Sabine has put the galaxy at risk. You don't get off. You don't get off with, that's okay. I still believe in you. Fuck off.
Yeah, this is one of the problems that's. Oh, go ahead.
No, that's it. Just
I was gonna say this is one of the problems we're seeing with so many like movies and shows and books is that you're having actions and then there are no consequences whatsoever for these actions.
Exactly, and you can't make it have consequences because they're women.
Yeah, and speaking of consequences, what are the consequences going to be of Ahsoka grabbing Sabine's ass here? Like, what?
I'm just saying, right?
She's not really, but it looks like it.
Right.
I mean, just in general, it was like 2 episodes ago before Ahsoka actually arrived in this galaxy, where she didn't want to talk to Hu Yang about this whole thing because she hated the fact that Sabine did this or made this choice, and he's trying to stupidly be like maybe it was her only choice, and now Ahsoka's just like, no, it's fine, I understand.
This is the exact same. This is the exact same treatment that the Scarlet Witch got in Marvel.
Yep. They'll never know what you sacrificed.
Yeah,
but I mean, 10 billion people
serious?
at
God
least.
damn it!
And Sabine is literally
fuck off.
And Sabine is literally the person that got bit by a zombie, didn't tell anybody, and then let into the zombie defense enclave, and is going to turn soon. It's the same analogy.
Yeah, and they just gloss over the fact that apparently they had to tell. I mean, obviously they not apparently. Obviously, they had to tell Ezra what was going on, which is why he's making a lightsaber to make up for the fact that he doesn't want to just rely on the Force like he did the previous episode.
Right.
But
he
they
still didn't know what's going on.
Well, they had to explain something
a little bit. Yeah.
Okay.
Right, I'll come back.
Okay.
But yeah, they had to explain something because he has a sense of urgency, but they completely gloss over the fact that how angry Ezra would have been once they revealed to him what she did and the risks that she took just to say hello to her bestie again.
Right?
Yeah.
Like, and someone tried to argue with me before that, this doesn't undo all of Ezra's sacrifice. I'm like, yes, it does. It does. Like, we had no idea. He had no idea if he was ever going to see anybody ever again. And these episodes talking about like, well, I was kind of hoping that you guys would rescue me. What? No, he had no idea. He thought he was gonna die.
Yeah,
they did the same thing with Ahsoka in Rebels too.
Yep.
Her sacrifice. She wasn't just staying there with Darth Vader. She was actually holding him off so they could escape.
Yeah,
and they totally messed that up too.
I'm fine with Ezra having a hope that someone will eventually find him. That's fine.
There we go.
But the fact that how they actually played that scene out, that's where the problem is. It's not the fact that he was like, I mean, I think if any one of us did something to quote unquote sacrifice ourselves and we still lived and you end up being in a different universe, you're going to have this ever longing hope that someone is going to happen to find you. And because that's the whole reason you're going to survive. But when they do find each other, it shouldn't be this whole like leaning on the side of the ship being like, I knew you'd come and get me.
Yeah, no shit.
Yeah.
And he comes
You're a
out
lot
like
more
a little
desperate at that
He
point.
comes out like a
Look
little
what I
kid.
made.
Hey, look, I made a lightsaber.
Oh God. And yeah, God, what a doofus. And then the TIE fighters coming in. The 2 TIE fighters that are redispatched.
Yeah, well, don't worry. They can just deflect blaster bolts from starships, right? Surely they can still do that, right? That's not a plot hole that they suddenly forget to do, right?
Oh, when she's doing flips through space. Yeah.
I hate that. So much.
Oh,
Yeah.
now
Well,
they
here's
can't
the
do
other
that.
thing the other question I had is why did Thrawn only send 2? Unless he had like limited pilots, because he had way more than
Possible.
that stacked up in the back.
Hmm.
You know, or he had spare part issues or something. But you know what I mean? Like, there's no real logic. And this thing is supposed to have deflector shields, so who knows? What's
Again, it's not Thrawn. Like we're going to hear later on that there's the rest of that squadron that those 2 ties came from.
Mm-hmm.
So it's just dumb. It's dumb.
This scene made me like, I was like, oh, we get to see a
This is
little
so-
bit of the old Sabine. Like she would have been a very good at maneuvering, figuring out the ship. But then at the same time, like, why is she not wearing her helmet? What the hell is she doing? and why can't she just yeet herself out of the ship?
Here's the other thing. This thing has a rear. The shuttle has a rear turret on it. We saw it in one of the episodes in the beginning. Does it have guns on the front? Like
No.
I've never like. Why? Why would
Well,
it not have guns on the front?
We've never seen that. Maybe it does in some obscure Star Wars technical manual, but no, we've never seen that.
That's a
But-
stupid
Yeah,
ship
no.
design.
Well, yes,
Just
but
in
to,
case you're curious.
to your
Unless
point,
it's like a repurposed bomber or something.
well, it's a Jedi ship, so
No,
it's more
yes, it's a
defensive.
Jedi. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, you did point out a good point. They have a turret on the back. Ezra and Ahsoka are underneath, holding it up. Just turn that shit around and have Sabine go to the turret in the back and shoot the ties out of the sky.
Mm-hmm.
But that's logic.
This is a way
get
better
this-
Oh, also,
Yeah.
like, notice how Ezra and Ahsoka are having a hard time holding up this ship.
Size matters not.
But also, like, later on, we see.
I know what you're getting at.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Also, I know it's a running.
Oh, this.
I know it's a running joke with bad aim in Star Wars, but like they hit the ship when it's moving slowly, and then when it's at a standstill, they miss it every single time.
And okay, and
These
what's-
ships, these TIE fighters
are the most
are
nimble,
very maneuverable.
are the most nimble fighters in the Star Wars the world. They were, and now yes, a TIE fighter does have two marks against it. They have no hyperdrive, and they have no shields. But because of that, they are incredibly fast and incredibly nimble. So you've got the TIE fighter pilot going, as opposed to.
Yeah, I'm just going to go over here.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Joker, how does that go one more time? Oh, you didn't do the sound effect. That was
It's just a mini holo maneuver is what it is.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, because
So
they can't think of
stupid.
anything else to do.
It's
Like,
just
I don't know,
guys
didn't
shooting
they-
with a
fucking
gun.
ships.
Hey,
Nosedive
wouldn't-
the ship into the ground.
Hey, wouldn't
But
this
it's
look
okay.
cool?
Mm.
And I
So
know
cool.
that those are.
So hip.
I know that TIE fighters are famously fragile.
They are
But still, running another ship into it that then crashes to the ground and has no basically visible damage whatsoever. And this is a ship that is older than Ahsoka, that Hu Yang has been flying around for hundreds of years.
Fucking ever, yeah.
Mm.
Yeah. That thing.
I mean, it's
should
the same
not be able
argument
to
as
come up again.
Well,
it's the same argument
no,
as the
it's done.
Nokia
It's
cell
done.
phones. Like the old Nokia cell phones are like indestructible compared to stuff nowadays. That's always my thought process. I'm like,
Okay.
they knew what they were doing back then.
I just thought
Yeah,
it was
what
indestructible
Hostman
because a
said-
woman was driving.
What
Oh, that
Hostman
too.
said, Ahsoka should have been able to grab one of them and throw it into the other one.
Mhm.
Right. If
Oh, there you
if
go.
she-
Yeah, that's a good
if
point.
she is Ahsoka the White and she's leveled up yet again, this should be no. Or what they should have done, this would have been really cool, is if Ezra and Ahsoka each got on a wing and with their lightsaber cut him in half. That would have been really cool.
Like
I'm
what
glad,
Ahsoka did in
I'm
the
glad they
in
didn't think
space.
of that.
Going
Joker.
through her head at the moment. She's
I'm
probably,
sure
well,
they
I managed
probably
to
did.
park
do
it.
that. It was just too much money to do it,
Right.
or not enough time, or
And then,
something.
and
to
then
shoot it.
Sabine's response here got him.
Got him.
Yeah, I
That's
don't know why
fucking
this
awesome.
bothered me so much. She's just
Why
like
is
a
she not
smug
wearing her
little
helmet?
asshole. Just
Why
like
is she
I
not
wrecked
wearing
our
her
ship.
helmet?
But
Well,
guys,
that too. but
guys.
still.
she's been training. Okay,
Right.
That's-
Mhm.
Yeah, right.
Right.
Mhm.
Exactly.
Yeah,
Yeah,
she looked
like
like she
Rey
was doing a
has.
lot of training against an apprentice level force user.
And now they're
Ooh.
like, yeah, that's gonna slow us down. And she's like,
Oh,
only if we let it.
Yeah,
Is it
you've
that?
already been
Okay.
traveling at the speed of
No
walking.
smell. You smell.
Traveling at the
Just looking
speed
Zach's
of a
comment at the
snail.
moment.
So now poor Captain Enoch comes in. He's like,
Oh, wait,
yeah,
you
we
go.
lost it. We lost the two fighters.
An
And
acceptable
Thrawn-
sacrifice.
Yes.
No!
And then he says, "Oh, we'll give the captain a citation." It's like, okay.
Okay, he's
He's
dead.
dead.
He's gonna give a full lot about that. Show me.
But
Yeah,
he's
maybe
gonna
the
be a
whole
zombie.
fucking
That's what
map
we're
thing.
forgetting is he's gonna be a zombie.
And now they're riding the wolf bear pig.
Oh,
thing.
which by the way, Ezra is writing bitch.
Yes.
Yes, that
Yep.
reminds me of a funny joke. Hang on here. Sorry, I had to mix my videos up. So.
Why is she not?
Looks like we're just in time.
I am driving.
The spot behind the driver is called the bitch seat.
What? So that
Okay, now
Yep.
now a lot of folks I've already encountered them like, well, that was her ride. Okay, be that as it may, she has had that ride for what 24 hours, and that bond is so tight now that it's just a plus. Ezra, it's been clearly established has a force connection with animals.
With animals.
Mhm.
Plus, this is Ezra's planet. He knows the
Mhm.
terrain. He knows everything about this place. But no,
Does
Ahsoka
he?
is
Does
going
he?
to ride in the lead. Well, you would think. I mean, he's been
I
here
know.
he's been here for 10 years. He has a better working knowledge of the terrain of this planet. So you have Ahsoka riding lead out in front, and Ezra is now riding bitch. This is just a for those who know this. This is just emasculating Ezra.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I mean,
yes,
out of the three,
Zax, I think so.
Ahsoka should be riding bitch because
Mhm.
Ezra can basically talk to animals, and
Mhm.
Mandalorians have a history of,
Beast riding.
taming
Mhm.
beasts and riding them. So
Yeah.
that makes sense.
Mhm. Mhm.
But
All right,
no,
here you have
but no, you have to have Ezra holding on to Sabine so all of the shippers can go, see there. Oh my God, I so ship them. Fuck off.
Also, why is she not wearing her helmet? She's about to ride into battle.
I don't even know where her fucking helmet is at this point.
Yeah.
It's
I have
on-
no
it's,
idea
like,
where her
attached
helmet is.
on the
It's
saddle.
on the saddle.
Yeah, it's on sale.
I didn't see because
It's on
again,
her
I
birthday.
don't
And
care.
all they had to do, it'd been okay if she was sitting in front of him as long as he had the reins in his hands. It's a
So
perfectly
here's
acceptable way to do it.
Oh, that's true. Yeah, you're right. Yes. So Morgan and Elizabeth, these are the troopers who are about to
Volunteer.
die. Salute you.
The volunteers.
And she's all fucking witchy woman right now. And now the Grand Admiral is telling her, look, things haven't gone
Not
as
yet.
we had planned.
Not yet.
So
Not yet.
I'm
They
going
couldn't
to
have done
fuck
better
you
makeup than that.
in
I mean,
the
come
eye.
on. Looks like
And
somebody.
she's like,
Okay.
she's
Now,
like, fuck.
Now this is a major problem here because Thrawn can solve all his problems with one move because he's such a master strategist. He's bringing the Eye of Sion out of high orbit into low orbit. Now, I can understand because the Chimera could not reach escape velocity. Sure, it still knows which direction up is. Just do this.
But they don't have a signal.
Oh,
there's no signal.
The beacons, right? Because they don't know
Yeah,
which.
very slow docking maneuver there, wasn't it?
Right, but again, because everything is loaded.
Low docking.
Everything is loaded. God damn it, Josh. but anyway, so all the cargo they want is loaded. You raise the ship, bring the ring down a bit. Problem's done.
Right.
You've already won.
Yeah,
Done.
you're away from you're so high up, no one can fuck with you.
Right.
Have fun in Minas Tirith. We're leaving.
Hey, remember
Yeah.
remember tactical Thrawn is a tactical genius. How's that
Yep.
going?
Yes, and two, they're expecting enemy to attack them. So what do? They leave all of the doors open inside the tower.
Right.
Well, duh.
And plus,
Whitey.
and also plus again, Thrawn has been saying this entire time. Don't waste assets. Don't waste assets. Don't waste assets. But 20 soldiers is an acceptable sacrifice because I'm too dumb to raise my ship to a level where no one can touch us.
What I don't appreciate, Joker, is you trying to use logic in this situation. It's really
right.
down.
The question is, how knackered is that ship? How knackered is it? How bad, can it go?
As far as it's
up?
well, it obviously can go up and down because it was somewhere else before it docked.
Yeah.
Because honestly, you would have expected it to have already been docked at this thing and just been sitting there for the last 10 years.
When you see it from behind, the 4 sublight engines are still lit.
Correct.
It can still hover above the planet, which means its anti-gravity is intact, which already kind of calls into question because as new Star Wars has said, there's fuel. So for 10 years they've had this. So they have 10 years of fuel on a Star Destroyer, but yes, at the very least they should be able to float up a little bit and just fly 100 miles away.
Okay, because
that's nothing with a Star Destroyer.
Okay, because and you already know it can get higher than that spire because when it got penetrated, it had to lower itself.
Yes.
That's
So
also
right now,
sorry.
poor Morgan Lesbeth is getting the hey, I'm going to give you a hair burrito and you're going to have to endure it speech because she has to stay on the planet. So she understands.
Well, also, who did not see this coming? Tell me who didn't see this coming that she was going to get
as soon as
sacrificed.
they gave you the magic green sword, you were fucked.
So we spoke to HR, and yes, you just got promoted to middle management.
Well,
we think you are perfect for this job.
Or
I mean, I was gonna say, let's be honest. We all predicted this
I'm gonna
episode.
need you to stay on the planet.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, like I from the very beginning, when her only usefulness was finding Thrawn. As soon as she got to the planet, her usefulness was done. He was going to get her killed anyway.
Yeah, she's still expendable to him.
And it's not even just Morgan that was predictable. The whole fact of like how this ends, we predicted 2 episodes ago, 3 episodes ago.
Mm-hmm.
No. This scene here, Ezra says something. Ahsoka asks him, you've been on the planet longest. What are we expecting? And he's like, well, I don't know. He just came and woke up the Night Sisters.
Yes.
Yeah, I don't think those are caskets they're putting on the. I don't think they're caskets they're putting on the ship. I think those are cryo tubes.
For the more Night Sisters.
Oh, right.
I still think it's zombie Night Sisters.
I think it's a combo. I mean, I could see a combo of both because they said catacombs, which is a place where you lay your dead.
Yeah.
So now we got the Escargonauts helping fix the ship.
I mean, this is like having somebody who can drive a motorhome, pilot an a top tier plane in the Air Force,
and they fuck it up, and because
don't wait for me. Don't wait for me. I will never get this ship done in time.
And by the way, every time we have a cute little critter for Star Wars, they get electrocuted somehow.
Yes, that's a kind of a trope at this point. And Ahsoka's like, well, let's just try the front door.
Bobby,
okay, that's a great
I don't
strategy.
think so.
Yeah.
Wait a second. Speaking of cute little critters, what the fuck happened to the cat thing?
It's
That's
dead.
back on Lothal.
It starved to death on
It's been starved.
unless Clancy Brown got worried about Sabine and went to her house and gave it some
Fed the
space
cat,
cat food. Okay, here's
I love we all just got silent. That's how over the
it is.
show
That's
we
the
are.
scene. It is. It's just like fuck off.
I mean, I was going to say something again about docking, but that joke's already passed.
He is so slow.
So you have this clever line here showing where the space ring is.
Wow, is that where it's going to go? Is that where it's going to grab onto the spaceship?
I had no idea.
Too much.
I thought it was just going to fly in the middle of it, and it was just going to.
So the Chimera is getting penetrated from underneath and then from behind.
Right.
Yep.
Okay. And now they're riding up onto the belly of the beast. Actually, kind of a nice shot.
Why didn't they just jump from there onto
and
it?
they've been and then they try a bombardment. Where has that been for 10 years?
Look, they've been busy. Don't tell them
Dunkin'
what to do with their time.
Eating donuts?
It takes a long time to clean those turbo lasers.
I could also see
Look at the
if they started the bombardment right before they got to the door and it was very short. But this is a long bombardment. How do they miss?
Right.
No, there's no fucking way.
Yeah.
There's no fucking way.
And how did the rat dogs not get scared?
Yeah.
They just bolt off.
I will give them this with turbo lasers. They're famously and canonically not accurate for small targets. They're not good for tracking starfighters. That's why you have like quad laser turrets and things like that. So the fact that they're big Star Destroyer turbo lasers can't hit these small targets, I don't hate it. I'm more annoyed by the fact that these skittish creatures did not run off and leave them.
Oh, exactly.
And the explosions didn't knock them off the horse, knock them off the dog.
And Ezra's trying to use the Force to open up the door to hold it open, and then Ahsoka says, "Sabine, help him with what?"
Right now, the door is open to fuck off territory.
Oh wait, I missed something. how did Sabine get her helmet? Where did that come from?
It was.
Oh, I was about to point that out. I was about to point that out. Yeah.
Like she hasn't worn it for like 5 episodes or something, and now she's all of a sudden, I got it, and I'm going to wear it now.
In The Phantom Menace, when Qui-Gon was trying to get through the door, why didn't he just use the Force to open the door?
So
now, because he wasn't smart enough, because he wasn't a girl.
Now, actually, and the reason Sabine is wearing her helmet now, that is clearly the stunt double.
It's
right.
Oh yeah, has to be.
Got it.
Had to get the stunt
And right
double
now,
to ride
it
the
looks
dog.
like Thrawn is doing a dookie in his Thrawn.
I thought so too.
He's he's doing that face. What
I knew
was
I
that,
shouldn't have had those shrimp.
That Olympic gymnast from so many years ago that didn't
Yes,
come in first.
Yes.
That's the face he's making.
That's
We're
what-
like the
Oh,
It's like those.
what's her name?
Those
What's her
crab people. I should have eaten so many crab people. Oh.
They give me cramps. It's very I'm so disappointed in myself.
I sharded.
I wish I'd worn my space depends. This is never going to
You
come out
sharded.
of my white uniform.
I should
Riding
have
and
worn my brown
blasting and
pants
blasting and
today.
We're all
riding and
using the
forcing
Force.
and
We're all using
fuck
the Force.
offing.
No, you're not.
doors open.
This scene is when I gave up on my life.
It
The
starts
part
here.
coming up is where I started to really be like, okay, I can no longer do anything with this show.
Okay, and the way
We'll see here in a minute.
the way
Oh,
this
look,
shot
it's the lambs
looks,
to the slaughter.
now the way this shot looks, it's I cannot put my finger on it. It just looks off, and I don't know what it is. Maybe it's just
It's the blocking. The blocking is
okay. Maybe that's it. Maybe that's it.
Yeah,
But it
that's
And two, when you have a ranged weapon, you get closer to your target.
Of course you do.
Yeah, obviously.
there
Do
we
it
go.
for Sabine, 'cause that's all she does.
Okay. By the way, folks, just so you know, this is now a show in Vegas. It has showgirls. They got the lightsaber tassels on the boobs.
Mando, it's okay. Mando, come back to us.
This is a very minimal thing. Very minimal, and I'm going to give them the tiniest amount of credit.
Nope.
At least, I know you're going to hate this, but Sabine is at the very least not blocking everything. She's taking shots to the head and to the armor. I will give them a little bit of the tiniest little bit of credit there that she's not immediately blocking everything. Because
Yeah.
she, like right after
she's not
this
good.
brain,
Yeah.
she takes
So
a shot to the head.
But then
I
Ahsoka
hate
says
the
the one.
sparks.
But then Ahsoka says the one smart thing that she has said in this entire series. Sabine, blasters.
Blasters.
Yes.
Mando, do Mando shit. Mando, do Mando shit.
Exactly.
Yeah. Oh, that's right. You're a Mandalorian. You're supposed to have blasters.
And
I mean,
weapons.
honestly, after I didn't mind the scene so much. I didn't. I mean, the blocking was wonky.
The choreography's terrible.
2 Jedis and a Mandalorian
very
legitimately could have taken out these troopers.
Easy.
Absolutely.
No problem.
Not even like not even sweating. Like they would have
Okay.
just been like,
And wasn't Ezra in the previous episode doing a force push, all the
He's pushing here. He's pushing like he
Fair.
just ate a Taco Bell.
Okay, maybe. That's,
If you just
He
eat a
just-
Taco
there was
Bell,
an
you don't
awful
have
lot
to
going
push.
on though.
it
true.
just comes out.
Right out.
That's Ezra doing Tai Chi.
Copa, exactly. Copa, exactly.
Yeah, exactly. That's stepping up here, Mark. All right.
White Bear. That sounds like the next movie.
No, Whitey. No,
Whitey.
Whitey. God damn it. And then we get the finishing shot here. Ahsoka just got 2 of them down. She has a
The money
satisfied look
shot.
on her face that no Jedi should have.
The money shot. Which
And now-
which I am sure every Rebels lunatic just had. Speaking of the money shot, it was just like, oh yeah, yeah,
So good.
that made my nipples hard. It felt so good.
Oh, you know that Filoni loves to Filoniate himself.
Right?
He is a Filonier.
He's the best Filoniest.
Now,
Yes.
magic.
Here we are, bubble, toil, and trouble. The witches are doing witch stuff. And Thrawn's like, do that witch shit. And they're like, all right, we'll do our witch shit.
A little bit of crab people legs. And
so,
okay.
I have
So now you start seeing
questions
that
here.
green magic. Yes.
Okay, so
if these are not already dead troopers, then why the hell do they have all of this red ribbon and gold metal?
Yeah,
and everything like
that is a great question. I'm
they're
wondering
not dead,
the same
though.
thing.
They're obviously not dead.
Yeah,
that was
because I
No,
said
you're right, though.
a couple episodes ago, if they're not dead, then their armor is even more stupid.
Right.
Yep.
Yeah, it's like what the
It's
fuck
being
are you guys
held
doing? I know
together
you're
with
rogue.
red ribbons.
You've been out here in the wild for a long
the only
time.
duct tape I
but
could find, it was red. Okay.
What, the witches couldn't fucking magic or fucking armor together, but they can raise the dead?
Yeah, because even if they had destroyed armor that needed to be repaired, there's plenty of ways that a self-sufficient Star Destroyer would be able to do that without having to rely on witch magic to do it. It's just them not being undead from the start. It makes the armor choices
A little more wonky.
And
I took it as
Also, how did this happen?
Why didn't they have like a few stormtroopers that died in the crash onto the planet? You know, get the ones that are dead that have a few that are dead, you know, that are zombies.
I
Yeah,
suspect that Joker has an opinion.
He does. He seems
Yes,
he
he
seems
does.
very
He
agitated.
seems excited.
Okay. And as we've seen in zombie stories, whatever, the minute you start seeing them moving, cut off their legs.
Or chuck a grenade at 'em.
Cut their arms and legs because they're going to start crawling towards you.
It's just a flesh wound.
My biggest problem with this proceeding or fight scene coming up and everything is they keep coming back over and over. And it's like, look, how? You guys are using lightsabers on them. They should be arm and legless, headless. Now, now if they did a thing where it would like show their body coming back together and like be held together with magic, I could accept that. But
okay, and now here, they are acting like zombies. They're kind of lurching and whatever.
Yeah.
But yet when we see them going upstairs, they are
They forgot they were zombies.
They are running.
They forgot they were zombies.
Yeah.
Thank you, Bruce.
And just to let y'all know, the zombies on Scooby-Doo Zombie Island were more threatening than these zombies.
Feel like they should be on Thriller, Michael Jackson's music video.
I want to see them start dancing, the dancing stormtroopers.
Okay.
They also still have fucking blasters.
Right.
They're undead. They can blast. Everyone should just unleash your fucking weapon right now and throw
In the head.
barrage or blaster
In the
fire
face.
your opponents can't match. You're dead already. You have nothing to lose. Unleash the fucking blaster fire. They can't stop all of them at once. They're not that good.
Sabine also has a flamethrower.
It only comes in handy one time.
I just want to see one of the stormtroopers trying to walk through a wall, just ramming into the wall over and over again.
I would have preferred that than this.
And now
I don't think he's a zombie. He's a normal guy.
Save me, Sabine, save me.
Yeah, I know. This irritated the fuck out of me. Dude, you're holding a fucking lightsaber.
Ezra is now a Mansell in distress.
Whitey. Yeah, I mean, he should be the number 2 strongest person in this fight. But no.
As far as Jedi skills are concerned, yes. But
Yes.
like Sabine should be an accomplished warrior already.
No, I agree. I agree. That's not to say what she should have been. I'm talking about what she currently is in the show.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and clearly this is still the stunt double because walking upstairs is hard.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Okay, now all the doors closed.
Oh,
Dempsey,
there's
you're
doors?
thinking logically.
Yeah, don't do that.
Yeah,
that
don't
really
think
disrupts the
logically.
show.
Mm-hmm. Because apparently she's a Mandalorian, but she constantly doesn't use any of her Mandalorian training or weapons.
Oh yeah, grab it from the side.
This is the slowest fucking
Grab it from the
docking
side.
maneuver
I know.
in the history of docking maneuvers.
They are in a
Josh,
rush. They are trying to leave the
hold on.
planet.
Yeah.
Hold on.
How long?
Josh, do you have any? Have you seen docking going slower than this?
Well, no, but I'm sad they actually cut a scene out from here, and I'm sad that they did. But it's the people that are docking the ship. They're docking and they're having a dance party, and there's like a song in the background that's like, "Girl, you look so good when you back that ass up. You're fine, motherfucker, when you back that ass up." So, they should have kept that in. It would have made the episode.
Have we docked yet? Yeah, we're docked.
Exactly. It's Mandalorian. Mm-hmm.
Clank, clank.
And how long does it take the little ships in Star Wars to clamp onto their hyper ring?
Not long.
About
Oh.
2 seconds.
No, like I said, it's
Yeah.
like the zoom, clip,
Oh.
boom.
Commander
None
Thrawn.
of that.
Commander Thrawn, the Jedi are approaching.
You need to stay
by
behind.
your command.
You're getting fucked. Do you understand?
Yes, your usefulness
Yes, I
was
understand.
over the moment you stepped foot on this planet.
So again, we spoke to HR, and we're giving you a special assignment that this week.
And they all knew.
Yep.
You could tell by the look on their face. They all knew. It's like,
He was
yeah,
like,
we fucked you, you stupid.
I'm gonna
fuck."
need you to move your desk all
all
the way back.
All the way here.
And,
Against as close to
that's
the wall
my
as you can.
stapler.
So long. We're out of here.
So these two guys, though, are like dead.
And
Yes,
for
they are
being here
zombies.
so long, we're going to give you
And
this
then they keep
gift.
my third-
It's a sword of a
keep my
dead
third,
witch.
please.
Here you go.
And they do.
Oh
the
no, the door's opening.
Stormtroopers.
What are we gonna do?
Those
Run away.
zombie stormtroopers are really, they know how to get through doors and
And they know how to
They know how
run.
to get stuff
upstairs.
done.
Obviously.
Yeah, they can't decide if they're George Romero zombies or Walking Dead zombies.
It's tough,
Mhm.
yes. Well, they also because they have skills though. They're not
Yeah.
just zombies. They're like thinking undead. They still retain their skill sets.
Well,
Yeah,
yeah.
they're
limited
like
sometimes.
they're like the Draugr.
Now
Mhm.
here's another.
Okay, yeah, I see
Here's
that.
another interesting thing. As Ahsoka says, "I'll handle this. Get to the ship." Wouldn't you? I mean, I know you got your Death Troopers still there, but wouldn't you have more troops that do? Since you would be the last line of defense.
Well,
to
not
prevent
only that, her point is to stop them from getting to the ship. So
Yep.
why is she
And
having
they
this?
just passed her.
Yeah, and they just passed her. Why is she
Yeah,
accepting
she's
this
just like,
one-on-one
"All
duel
right,
with
go ahead."
Ahsoka? It doesn't matter if
Right.
she
And
kills her
where is-
because these guys are getting past her.
And where's your magic? Where's your magic?
Mhm.
Yep, you let
I mean-
you let a Mandalorian and a Force user get by you.
Right. Yeah, the
Mhm.
number 2 Jedi that you possibly ever
Okay.
see. And so I do want to talk about the actress that plays Elspeth.
Mhm.
Her name is Diana Lee Inosanto.
Mhm.
And her father was a very famous martial artist that was in
Correct.
Hollywood in the 50s, 60s, 70s. He was in a lot of movies and stuff. And she can really, so she was brought up in that family. She can really fight. She's a stunt woman, a choreographer, all these things. And So if I can say one thing positive about the show is that I thought that she really did a good job with her choreography, fight scene, that kind of stuff. And she definitely carried, Ahsoka through this whole thing.
Yeah. Ahsoka's
in my
facial
opinion,
expressions. Oh my goodness.
there's points in this fight where she could have just killed her at will anytime.
Yes.
Easily.
Easily.
And Matt is exactly right. Ahsoka should just body this bitch. She's nowhere near.
Right.
She's nowhere near on the level of Vader and the Knights and the Night Sisters were decimated by Grievous and Dooku.
Right. The only way is if somehow when she got this new witch power, it like super powered her up.
Plot.
Yeah.
Super Night Sister.
Can I just say something? When I watched Clone Wars Season 7, the Ahsoka fight between her and Maul was more convincing than this.
Yes.
Oh, totally.
It was really good.
It was motion capture of two
Yeah.
experienced sword fighters.
Right.
Yeah, season 7 is really good. If you haven't watched it, watch it.
It is.
Absolutely. It's so worth it.
Except for the two.
The middle 4.
There are two episodes that suck.
4, yeah.
No, there are 4, and it's 5, 6, 7, and 8.
Oh, here we go.
Oh,
here we go.
All right, so now we got the dead troopers.
Joker and Mando are making the same face.
It's okay. It's okay.
All right, hold on.
It's gonna be
Everybody,
all right.
take a deep breath and a shot of whatever you're drinking.
Oh.
Ezra just use the force, push them out of the way, and then run for it.
Ezra has completely forgotten he has the force here.
Yeah.
Right. Completely forgot that he was going hand to hand with live people, not zombies, pushing them around. But no, how convenient that you forget this shit now.
He lost his mind because he had to ride bitch on that dog.
That might have fucked him up.
The question is, how did he get up to the top of the ring from the Star Destroyer?
Thank you. Yeah. Doesn't answer
transporter.
How did that happen?
Well, it was the Dune shuttle came down, got him, and
I guess.
Did I have a lift?
No,
you never see any of that stuff. They may have had a connector.
Arms. Yeah, it did. Where they had the little pincher arms before those pinchers on the sides of the ring clamped on. You can see that there's an opening in the side of the ship, like a docking bay, and a probe dock goes into it, and then the things close around it. So there is physically a way for them to walk through that through the side, and then I guess you take an elevator.
Right here.
Yeah, right in there.
Yep. Okay, so hold on. So just leave this shot out here. So you're gonna go through this. So you're gonna go through these clamps somehow, right by the hyperdrive engines.
I just had a thought. Remember Spaceballs, where you hear Mel Brooks running and said the ship's too big? The title if I walk, the movie would be over. What do they do? Run?
That's
an
probably
odd point.
like an elevator or something. I don't know. All I'm saying is that when I watched the scene
where
it's initially docking, because I was thinking
I want to see.
I did see how it had like an internal. So the little clamps were open, and it had this thing in the middle that came out, and it was a lit
you
up
can just see
opening, and that went into it, and then the clamps went down.
Okay,
you can see a scene of Thrawn halfway there, hunched over. Oh, I'm coming. Just give me a minute.
Beard. So these hyperdrive engines here do they emit heat or radiation or anything? Because that looks kind of dangerous to go in an elevator that would be right next to those things.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, because it is. I mean, yeah, you're right. That's exactly where the clamp is. It's like,
I mean, even if we say that's what happened, it is ridiculous that there is an elevator. This is like Star Trek transport, like going this
Oh,
direction,
that
then
would be
this
funny if
direction,
that
then
was
this
transport,
direction,
wouldn't
then over, and then this
Yes.
over to
And-
get to the here. And yeah,
I know this is going too far for this show, but scientifically, when you upscale things, it doesn't work exactly the same way as when it's small.
Okay, because I know just from living in my town, there is a hotel that's in a pyramid, and the elevators go along the sides of a pyramid. So it's not an elevator, it's a inclinator. It feels really weird.
Don't have that in the monument in St. Louis, so I can't remember the monument's name.
The arch.
Yeah, the arch.
That has an
Mhm.
elevator in it too. That does.
It does.
weirdo
Mhm.
stuff.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
so
Mhm.
so
It's a round elevator.
So to have this to actually go, nope. You're right about the half of waypoint. Whatever you had for lunch is coming right back up.
If you
Also
ever
possible that little golden shuttle left and picked them up and they just didn't show it.
If you ever wanted to know how bad the show is, we just spent like 10 minutes discussing the logistics of a fucking elevator on a giant copter. Okay?
Thank you.
That should say enough about the show.
Yeah. So back to the fight. Swingy, swing, swing.
Blast.
Take that.
Blast,
They should,
blast.
as soon as these two
This is good.
stormtroopers showed up here, the dark troopers, whatever they're called.
Oh, look,
turn your
her
lightsaber
helmet
off.
just popped
force
off.
push off the edge. Bye.
Yep.
Yeah,
Her
'cause-
helmet fell off again.
Wait
oh,
for
no.
it! Wait for it! Because she dropped her saber. She dropped her saber. Oh no!
Well,
what's gonna happen? No!
Before that happens, their armor deflected lightsaber blows already.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do they have Beskar armor
It does
on?
look like different armor, but then a blaster blows a hole through it. And these are clearly zombies. These are undead.
Oh my God! This is so dumb.
She looks constipated.
So
Oh!
all it takes to use the force is strangulation.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So you know what? I could do that myself.
This part where he cut the head off of it, and then he's like, let's roll out. Why weren't they doing that to the other 35 zombies down there?
Because this is Disney.
Well, they probably hadn't established that.
Hey,
there were
they
zombies. I don't
didn't
know.
watch.
Cutting anybody's head off is a good
They didn't
strategy.
watch Dawn of the Dead. Okay, they didn't know that you shoot him in the head. You just shoot him in the head.
Well, they had to wait till the estrogen kicked in.
But she's tried to use the force multiple times times before this. Nothing. Absolutely nothing.
And
I mean, she was beat by a coffee cup.
and someone noticed this when this moment happened. The Star Wars website updated, saying Sabine Jedi Knight.
Yep.
Are you kidding?
True story.
Yep, she is officially
Nobody-
a Jedi
So,
Knight now.
because
This
she's
show
a
is
Jedi. She's not a. She's not
At the
a.
most,
a
she's
trainee.
a Padawan. At the very most, generous.
Ahsoka's not a Jedi.
Right.
The most Jedi person
Yeah.
in this show is Baelish.
Hey,
Mm-hmm.
Ezra is not a Jedi either.
No.
Yes.
Well, he's one of, what do they call them? What's the
Boken.
No, the in the wild
Broken.
term.
They're broken Jedi.
No, they call them Boken, which is the name of the practice katanas in Japanese. Like,
right.
Yeah. It's again pulling from
don't,
real world.
Don't even. We're gonna bring up the Ronin thing, aren't we? Oh my
Which,
God.
which, just in case you didn't know, because it's been said for the last 24 hours, Dave Filoni's always been a huge fan of Akira Kurosawa. No, George Lucas was.
Now, the equivalent of a Ronin in Star Wars for a Jedi is a gray Jedi.
Which
right?
which they are not a thing. Grays are not a thing.
Yeah. Yeah, not anymore.
Let me kind of call back to when Ahsoka asked Sabine if she kept up with her training.
And she's like,
Yes.
yeah, sure, totally.
If we had done a time passage like montage of her in her cell, trying to move things, that would make this all more believable, because it's taking time and meditating and doing things like that. But we didn't get any of that.
It's called a training montage.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But we
here's
didn't
the
get
other
anything. So
here's the other thing. They finally answer the question of why Ahsoka stopped her training, not when she started her training. It was because of the Mandalore getting glassed. Sure, absolutely. She's afraid she's going to fall to the dark side. Whatever. For revenge. Why is it when we are introduced to Sabine in the first episode, she is pouting in a tower doing nothing?
Yes.
She would be on a campaign of revenge. She would be out just murking any remnant of the Empire she could get her hands on.
Let's also not forget that just 4 episodes from here, when she's getting her ass kicked by Shin again, and
who is an apprentice,
and when Sabine does this, Shin says, you have no power.
Yeah, and it wasn't like a question. It was a direct statement.
Well, and also Kanan said that she had no force ability in Rebels.
Right.
So the shills are saying, well, she had a blockage. And I'm like, that's because she was using the dark saber. The dark saber is a different kind of saber than a standard light.
Non-force users can use the dark saber.
Okay, but
effectively.
But the main thing is the dark saber is still very much in tune to its user and
you have to be focused to use it.
Right. Which is why Din had struggled and Bo doesn't.
Yep.
Yeah, but according to Mandalorian season 3, not anymore.
No. Fuck Mandalorian season 3. Oh my god.
Also, estrogen helps you use the dark saber.
Right.
Right.
All right. I didn't expect that response. I'm going to pat myself on the back for that one.
Now
the Death Troopers show up, or the Dead Troopers show up.
Hold on. And this makes no sense again, because their job was to kill her. They circle around.
Nothing.
Yep.
Yeah. They circle around like they're the
Why is no one
like
shooting?
Street Fighter game.
Yeah. I heard some idiots say that, oh, they're just it's it's like when Obi-Wan and Darth Vader were fighting. Those stormtroopers didn't have any orders. These guys have specific orders to kill.
Yes.
Well, they have both orders or are undead being manipulated to just kill.
Yeah.
Right.
And here we are.
And another fuck off scene.
We should have brought another.
Okay, so first Ezra. So again, this is a callback to Rebels. Oh, remember when Kanan and Ezra would do this? Remember? Okay.
But yeah, we just found out Sabine has force abilities just like 5 seconds ago.
And now she can do something like this. No, thank you. And plus the jump and push thing makes no sense. It's unnecessary because Jedi can lift things and move them. So this would not even be necessary.
Or Ezra.
Yes,
that's what should have happened. That's what should have happened.
We just
thank you, Jacob.
You're welcome.
Jacob, that was
Jacob,
awesome.
that's fantastic. We just learned that she could move basically a full coffee cup worth of weight to herself to get her
For the
lightsaber
first
back.
time
Now she can push
ever.
somebody.
And now
Ever.
Ezra should be the person saying, "No, I can push you there. Just jump. Just trust me." But now he's the, as Joker said, manzel in distress, saying like, "Oh no, I can't do this. It's possible."
Why
Of course,
didn't they just shoot
she
them?
can. Yeah.
Yeah.
No,
by
they
the
could've-
way, that
you guys could
scream,
have shot them.
the scream is the famous Wilhelm scream.
Yes.
Oh,
the
absolutely.
Wilhelm. Yes.
But
And
just
so-
her
No,
going from
okay,
like
so
I
now-
can get my
okay,
lightsaber
and-
to I can shove you onto a Star Destroyer is stupid.
And
Just the whole thing.
And the stormtroopers are standing watching Ezra climb onto the platform. Shoot him!
Terrible.
It's the red ribbons. It messes with her
Mhm.
vision or
It
some
now-
bullshit.
it distracts them.
Okay, and
Yeah.
now we
Yeah.
see this. So
Ugh.
so Sabine's entire arc for this entire show was getting back to Ezra to reunite and be with Ezra. Here it is, girly. But no, she's gonna go to her saber sister, Scissor.
Mm-hmm.
And in this, you get the you get the what is it? It's not Endgame, but the other one, Infinity War
Infinity-
line.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
Now this right here, all of a sudden, this
On
here
your
comes-
Boom, boom, boom.
and
Swinging, and down. And you'll die alone. She's
Right.
not alone.
Yeah. Sabine should have said, "On your left."
right.
Right.
No.
Just started shooting instead of announcing your presence, you dumbass.
But then it wouldn't be as dramatic. God.
And then
Where's her helmet? God.
Again,
And
gone.
then-
Just fucking gone, dude.
Oh,
I just imagine
Why
by
is
this-
it
Time in
Smile
this
there.
fucking smile.
smile there.
I just imagine by this point, Mando's office is just a wreck. Like the chairs thrown through the window, the tables flip.
Rum is smashed against the wall.
Yep. Yeah.
Because everybody here should be dead.
She's just punching
Everybody.
her baby
Yeah.
Yoda doll in the face.
I did actually punch my baby Yoda doll in the face.
This is her fault.
Kill him all
By the way, did you hear the roar when she said "kill him"?
Yeah.
There's a roar. What's with the roar?
I don't
Yeah,
know.
that's some.
And then here we go.
Witchy
Oh,
thing.
wait for it. Wait for it. Because
This scene, there are four
Oh,
of
yeah.
them on her right now. She has
Bullshit.
her arm up. She's shooting one.
And,
The other three could have killed her immediately.
Shoot her in the
But
head.
nope, they
Shoot
just
her in
all
the head.
dropped
and
dead.
wait, this one guy gets back up and goes at her, and she steps to the side, and the guy's still going forward, looking where she used to be, and then she
Right.
cuts him. This is so bad.
I just
Oh.
I
know.
Okay.
And
And
potentially,
now we're back to this. We're back to this. Hold on. And then
Hellfire.
Ahsoka doesn't move. Ahsoka does this, and then she turns around, and then she's gonna slice her, and she's gonna die from
There
a
it is.
scratch. From a scratch. A scratch. But a Sabine is still walking.
Her torso isn't cut open. She's
Tis
not
but a
cut in
flesh
half.
wound. Tis but a flesh wound.
This makes me
Ron's
want
like,
to punch an
"Oh,
old
you-
woman in the face.
Are we going yet? Are we going yet? Are
I
we
know.
going yet?
And the witches are like, yeah, she's Morgan Le
She's
Fay's
dead.
And Ron's
Oh,
like, well,
shit.
let's fucking
Oh,
go.
well.
Oh, too bad. Let's go.
Oh, the loss is acceptable.
Bombardment now. Oh, yeah. I'm here. Cool. I'm gonna drag you
Okay.
to the side. Okay. Now I got no problem with that. Blah blah blah. What comes after makes no fucking sense.
yeah.
Where did this come
Oh,
from?
there's the helmet.
That's when the death trooper took it off her face.
Yeah.
But that was in a different place, I thought.
Mm.
It was up there.
Okay.
It was on the
Who
same
knows?
spot. It's dumb, yes,
Time
but
for this stunt person.
Right.
okay, yeah. So Thrawn, and now he says like target the fortress, which he should have done in the first place.
Yes.
Right.
The thing that can let people into your ship, blow it up right away.
Yep.
But
And
don't worry.
we're gonna jump. We're gonna jump. Oh no! What will our heroes do? What will they do? Surely they've jumped to their death. And wow, that's convenient that the ship got repaired just in time.
Oh,
And
I as soon as
and now they go
oh, Hu Yang's
back
here.
to the future.
And knowing and they knew exactly where to. And he knew exactly where to go.
I have a question.
Yeah.
Is the part that's collapsing? Look, there it is, right there. There's bolters coming in from the turbo lasers coming in from the left. So if that thing is picking them up from the front, how in the hell did the turbo lasers target the ship and blow it up?
Yeah, right.
No,
It makes
because
no sense.
Because the script
Great
needs the plot to happen.
Because there's clouds in the way.
Oh, and now the wing has turned, so you know it's serious time now.
And
then
Bloody hell.
and then Thrawn decides to try and talk some shit.
Ronan.
They are really picking up speed, aren't they?
Right? Thank you.
Speed of turtles.
Bobby, great point. Great point.
Yep. 100%. Yeah, the Ronin comment just goes back to something that a lot of people missed early on when Ahsoka put the blast shield down on Sabine to in her training. She said the Zatoichi method, which is like the blind swordsman Satoshi.
Right.
I mean, it's just it's pulling directly from the real world, which Joke. I know you saw this when I commented on a Wookiee Be Bad stream. Is there's a difference between like inspiration and copy paste,
right?
And Filoni copies pastes,
and then right, and then using a word like Ronin. That is an our world term. You are now taken out of that world, and now you're in our world, looking in again.
Well, and it's a different time today, where it's like back in the day where Vader was Dutch, that meant father. Most English speakers did not know that. We have the internet connected world now. You can't get away with that.
Right.
Oh, okay. As idiot comment here, because for whatever reason, when he said whatever she's a Ronin, whatever it is, I just assumed that's what they were calling Jedi who weren't actually Jedi.
Ronin is a samurai without a master. It's a real world term.
I know that, but I just assumed that's what they were. I assumed that was the blanket term for Jedi who aren't actually Jedi, that are kind of going their own path, and because it is essentially the same thing. It's you know.
I mean, I get that definitely it is kind of the same thing, but this is, as far as I know, the first time that it was used like that.
Yeah.
Because at least most of what we have has not been drawn so exactly from real world.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, because right now, because Thrawn is basically throwing her kind of an off compliment, saying how he it's a shame we will never meet in the real world, and at this point, we never will, because he appreciates her tactics, I guess.
I was thinking he just appreciated her lineage, like, oh, you're Darth Vader's apprentice.
It would have been funny if he called her a gray Jedi, and she takes her robe off and just this really brilliant white
light.
Yeah, I am Ahsoka the White.
I thought you were going to stop with just takes her robe off. That was going to go a totally different direction.
Bounce. By the way, I can't remember when this happened in the episode, but Roman mentioned the in-game line earlier. I don't think we ever talked about the do or do not. There is no try recreation.
Yeah, that was really stupid.
Yep,
sloppy.
Yeah, do you keep up with your training? I try. I do. Anyway,
Time to
It's
go
like kind of a,
ludicrous
and
speed.
it was kind of a flippant thing too.
yeah.
Oh, try. I mean,
And then fucking hyperspace, the hyperspace back wave thing that is now a thing.
all they have to do is wait for the whales. That's all.
So
Well,
Yeah, the whales are buggered off.
I do have to
Yes.
amend something that I said early on, and I was very adamant about that Ezra would not leave, everybody else would. The total opposite seems to be happening right here.
Right.
Ezra goes and everybody else stays, which actually kind of lends itself to the theory that I've seen a few times where Dave Filoni wants his own galaxy to do his own thing where he doesn't have to worry about consequences. So I think that's what we're seeing here is that I think if season 2 of Ahsoka happens, it's going to be completely in this galaxy and not have anything to do with the Heir to Empire story.
You can't just leave that though. You know, Thrawn in the galaxy proper with Ezra and all the peeps.
Yeah.
It doesn't, I mean, I don't want to follow Ahsoka and Sabine around with the fucking snail people.
Well,
it's just
I
not
think
that interesting to watch.
I think if Filoni gets his way, he'll have a season where it's Sabine, Ahsoka, and Baylan and Shin, and he'll have his movie where it's
Baylan's
Thrawn.
dead.
Well,
what does this symbolize? I have that question. The owl? I think it's an owl.
The light side of the Force, the sister.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's because the sister brought her back to life, and now it's attached to her.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That's okay. And now we see Sabine, or not Sabine, Shin Hati finally in the episode. Just riding up to the camp of the fucking shit kickers.
And holds her lightsaber up like, hey.
Well,
like,
you know,
that means something.
Look at
I
the
didn't know
armor.
if she was going to be their leader or she was going to kill them all.
This is
red. Sorry, go
ahead.
Well, their armor is red. Her lightsaber is red. So obviously they're going to follow her.
It was orange.
Oh, I was going to say this is a ripoff of Dances with Wolves.
Okay.
With the bloody hand. And she unified.
Yeah, probably.
Probably.
I don't know. I was so over this episode. I haven't hated an episode of the show yet, and I hated this episode.
Then there's this.
Welcome to the dark
which
side.
Really fucking was terrible.
Well, in the background.
Yeah, exactly. It is. It's like you could see Mount Doom over here in the distance.
Yeah.
Well, as like pulling from other things, this
Mordor.
secrets is Baylan has more story and has more of my interest in these like 2 minutes than the entire rest of the episode.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, but
That is such an iconic shot there.
fuck off! I hate this shot. I fucking hate this shot.
Lord of the Rings ripoff.
Exactly, but even
and
still,
the daughter's lost her head.
And this is such a disservice to this character and to Rey, because we've never really fully understood what his motivation is
at the end of this. You really don't. He's out there on the hand of the father, but what the fuck does it mean? You know, I mean, are you supposed to draw your own conclusions from this? Because that's an awful big fucking stretch.
So I think Dave is going to, or attempt to do, which what's up, Nadia? So
Nadia,
this would be something like that. He's going to bring the Mortis gods into play, which means he's going to play on the Mortis arc from Clone Wars. Fun fact: do you know who wrote that entire arc?
Oh, could it be Dave?
No, George.
No,
it was George Lucas.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
And this is
They're all
your last shot of
dead. The father and daughter and son are all dead, right?
No. Okay.
No.
Okay.
Daughter.
Okay,
Well,
so the daughter sacrificed herself in that arc in Clone Wars to save Ahsoka's life. Ahsoka is now the living avatar of the daughter, and her guide is that owl that you saw there.
Right.
The
Owl bird thing.
Well, it has a name, Morai.
Mm-hmm.
And goodbye, Ray.
So this is, I guess, the potential that they're going after the mother,
which again, that is such a small audience that even knows who Abeloth is.
Yeah, I'm a huge Star Wars nerd, and I had to look that up.
Okay,
it's way inside baseball.
Wait, Roman, really quick, just bring up that comment again that Bobby did.
Oh,
okay.
Oops.
It was pretty much confirmed that 2 Star Wars films have been officially put on indefinite hiatus, which is code for not happening. One of them is the James Mangold film. So no. The Mangold film is not happening.
Oh, good. I would like there to be no more films.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So what is the name of this planet that they're approaching? This is the
Dathomir.
Dathomir.
Are we there yet? Are we there yet?
And then and now we're Dathomir, and then we cut to there's all the coffins.
So that's the
army,
the cargo they were loading onto the ship, and that is a lot of stuff. A lot of
it's Throne's money.
Which one holds the Ark of the Covenant?
Right.
That's over here.
Okay.
And now this scene is really fucking stupid.
Repeat the same thing you did in the first episode.
Right.
Thank you.
And this because wait, Mando, you have to go?
Yeah, about 10 minutes. I've got.
All right, we'll move quick. There's not much more here.
So this right here, this is clearly Ezra. So this is clearly Ezra. Question number 1. Yep. How did he get off of the Star Destroyer
without getting blasted into fucking space?
Right. Number 2. Let's say he did. Why are there no TIE fighters following him? Number 3. How does he know where the New Republic fleet is?
Yeah. Big universe. Number
4. Why did they let an Imperial shuttle on? Because now I can kind of answer that because it is being escorted by A-wings. So there was some communication going on. So if they know it's Ezra, why are they in the landing bay with guns drawn?
Yeah.
And why then is Ezra coming out still dressed as a stormtrooper?
Yeah, why is he wearing the fucking helmet?
At a bare minimum, if he needed that to escape, why is he wearing?
Let me answer all those questions.
Okay.
Dave Filoni and the people that made this are inept morons.
Okay, got it.
Well, with the stormtrooper armor, that's a callback to Ezra and like early Rebels.
Right, but it's irrelevant here. It makes no sense. It's dumb.
No.
Yeah, and I mean, okay, at least they showed up with more people and had guns drawn, as opposed to when we see the start of the series where they just didn't care. So I will give them the tiniest little bit of credit for that.
Stop giving him credit, Beard.
I can't
No.
help it.
Hello,
But no,
so
everything
easy.
else is
They could
stupid.
have had this
because-
same sequence without them raising the guns up and Ezra
Well,
just walking off.
Yeah,
and
it's true because they would have had Ezra's voice. He would have identified himself. He would have walked off the shuttle without the helmet on. We wouldn't have had to have force, like basically force sensitive Chopper looking through his armor and saying that it was Ezra when nobody else knew.
So this was made to be a dramatic reveal. There's no need for it.
No.
Right.
Because it's not.
I agree.
We know who the fuck is in that shit.
Dramatic stuff. They're garbage at it. They interrupt it with stupid jokes and never let the scene play through.
And this is the opposite of the way the scene should have gone down. Remember in at the beginning of Endgame when Hulk crashes through the fucking roof into the Sanctum Sanctorum? Thanos is coming. Thanos is coming. Thrawn is coming. Thrawn is coming.
Thrawn's already here.
No, Thrawn is here. Thrawn is here. Okay.
Instead, it's just awkward, like whatever.
So
how did you get here? Oh, it's complicated.
No! So Roman, that would have been the right tension to have happen.
It's a joke.
Ezra does not come to walking out. Hi, Hera. Thrawn is here. Thrawn is here.
I'm back.
And
Thrawn is here.
Thrawn is here. Thrawn is here. That should have been the only thing Ezra says. Just Thrawn's here.
Yes. That's it. And then the look of horror on Hera's face.
Everyone's face. Right.
The look of horror that she can make on her face.
So that's a good point.
It's basically just
given her limited ability as an actor, yes.
Right.
Oh, fuck off.
Fuck off.
What's that over there?
Okay. Honestly, I thought what was going to happen when she said that she saw like shadows in the night or whatever bullshit she said.
Yeah.
It was going to be like the star whales. Yes. Like eclipsing the stars as they came back into the system. That's what I expected.
That would have been better.
Yes, what we got here
a lot better.
It is so much pandering.
Damn, Josh. This is goddamn Josh. That is.
Tell us how you really feel, Josh.
See,
Please,
go back to the Sabine being able to use the Force. That's whenever.
Oh, and the dialogue here is really bad. Because what's her fuck? Ahsoka's like to Sabine is like, maybe it's time to let go. Let go. What?
Yeah.
I mean,
What
the fuck are you talking about?
You're more commentary.
Fucking galaxy.
Yeah.
It's more commentary on modern Star Wars. They're saying let go of things. This is not dialogue. This is telling the fans let go. And again, I think Filoni's saying we're going to be here on this planet and we're going to be in this galaxy. We're going to do my shit and nobody cares about your shit.
JT.
Yeah.
So
Hey,
here's
JT.
and so this
Hey,
is so the entire purpose of this show was to swap Ezra and Thrawn with Sabine and Ahsoka.
Mm-hmm.
That was the entire purpose of this show, trading places.
Mm-hmm.
Fuck
Who did
off,
I just
Ghost
hear
Anakin.
dying?
This irritated the shit out of me for so many reasons.
Why are you here, Luke? Why are you here, Anakin?
Yeah, that's
there's
number
another
one.
Skywalker.
And you're not looking after your kid, 2, and 3.
Luke!
Why are you still dressed in your dark, drab, evil robes and not what we saw, admittedly, in the edited Return of the Jedi, where he was in kind of like the light side stuff.
Oh, the normal, the standard Jedi attire.
And again, and they say, oh, he's looking so approvingly.
They didn't have
over
that
his
costume available when they shot him.
Maybe
to put in that. It's got to be why.
But again,
also they don't care.
JT.
100%, JT. 100%.
Exactly.
That's got to be the only fucking reason he's here, because he didn't fucking do anything else.
Is that why he has that look on his face? As like Roman does?
Like,
as he has
oh,
to
they
dragged
put
to
me
an altar?
here.
So now
he needs to go to
Now-
the force branch of the Olive Garden.
I will say now. I'm going to say this, and this would be the only thing that I took away from this, because now all of the lunatics who were like, oh, in episode 5, he was Force Ghost Anakin the whole time. He was Force Ghost in the Roman was. That's a Force Ghost. No, episode 5 was a fever dream while Ahsoka was drowning.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
So, Josh, you wanted to. So, this was the part where you almost wanted to, in Minecraft yourself. Did you care to explain?
I mean, it's just it's kind of what I said earlier, is the predictability of everything that was going to happen that we were calling a few episodes ago.
Yeah,
happening exactly how we had the reversal of Ezra going home, but the fact that the crew was going to be separated, they were going to be kind of on their own. That way they could be, kind of in their own universe in terms of stories. All of that was happening. What happened with Morgan, exactly as expected. We pretty much guessed that we weren't going to get a resolve with Finn or Baylan Skoll. Almost said Finn Balor. Jesus Christ, Baylan Skoll. Like all of that just kind of fell into place. It was so bad to the point that when Ezra was walking off in the stormtrooper, I know it's not a stormtrooper, but whatever, the outfit. I really just wanted him to like actually shoot Hera and give me something to be surprised about. It would be so out of character. It wouldn't make sense. But then we'd be like, what the fuck happened with him on this planet for the past 10 years? He just killed Hera. It would have actually been shocking. I would have actually felt something. Instead, I was like,
you didn't really get anything shocking.
Nothing. Nothing.
I mean, some things took a little longer to get there than we predicted, or like the dead troopers. Well, we had surmised that we actually thought there were dead troopers already, and there weren't, at least not that we were aware of. And then we got that, the no shit of the dead.
This series, these 8 episodes felt like, because if you would go back to the beginning, there was plenty of stuff that we were actually saying like, hey, this stuff was actually done well. You got some major problems over here, but these items right here, they were executed really well. It's at least a step in the right direction. It's almost like the people that were trying to make this good gave up 5 episodes in. Mm-hmm. They reached episode 5 and they're like, fuck it. I'm not even going to give you notes. I'm not going to say anything.
I'm going to go to Olive Garden.
Right.
Yeah.
Hey, Mando, I'm going to give you the last word here, because I know you got to go. So what are your thoughts on this, and what do you have coming up?
I'm going to be traveling this weekend, so I don't have much coming up besides this Monday. I'm going to be doing some more Dungeons and Dragons. Woo. This season, I love, like, as far as Clone Wars and Rebels, I really enjoyed Ahsoka. I loved Ahsoka. I had high hopes because I was like, they're not going to mess up Ahsoka. Ahsoka's one of their main people. Like, this is Filoni's creation. Like, he's not going to. Yeah. And, he just completely effed up his own character. And then Sabine. There was in no way, shape, form, or fashion that I thought she was a Mandalorian. So this is a question for you, Josh. If we hadn't told you she was a Mandalorian, would you have thought she's a Mandalorian based on any other Mandalorian stuff you've seen?
I would have wondered where she stole the uniform from.
Yeah. Like, the only thing that makes you think she's a Mandalorian is her armor that she hardly wears.
Yeah.
Like that was that for me, because like I've said this many times. I love Mandalorian culture. I love all things to do with Mandalorian. She in no way, shape, form, or fashion was acting like a Mandalorian. The simple fact that she did not go on a vendetta of murder and mayhem after her planet got glassed. Like, she just went up in a tower and moped. That is not what a Mandalorian would do. A Mandalorian would do what Bo-Katan and all of her other people are doing, and they're trying to figure out how to get rid of the Empire. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. She might have even been on a squad like Cara Dune. going around hunting Imperials.
She would have been a bounty hunter hunting specifically ex-Imperials. And what's up, JT?
I'm sorry. I was just going to say this, and this made me laugh because someone in a Discord today said, "Wouldn't it be great if they brought Cara Dune back?"
God, no, she's not coming back.
She's never coming back.
That ship sailed a long time ago.
Mm-hmm.
No, she's made it very clear that that's done.
Absolutely. But I since I do have to go, like it's been you're fun. It's been fun. If we do Acolyte, then it's gonna.
There'll be a lot of this.
We are going to torment ourselves with this.
So
yes.
Roman, just so you know, because of who the writer of this is and whose stuff she has said, expect a lot of this.
Yeah,
Acolyte's
going to be rough, and when is that coming out? It's not for a little bit.
Next year.
Okay. See, so
at least we have a reprieve
until then.
At least we have a reprieve.
So yeah, you can find me on YouTube, Twitch, Kick, Twitter, Instagram, Discord, all of the places. So, bye everybody.
Bye,
Seth.
Seth.
Thank you for
Mando.
enjoying this with us, Mando.
Scissor says bye.
Yep.
I want to kind of comment on something Mando said when she was talking about Sabine kind of going around hunting remnants of the Empire. Had you actually had a series of that could have actually been a lot of fun.
That would have been good.
And had that led to her and Ahsoka coming together again,
yes,
it really would have set up a good story. You would have understood why there was a separation there. You would have understood why there was tension. Ahsoka's ideals and concerns for why she stopped training Sabine would have actually made sense from the get-go.
Yep. No, you're 100% right. Actually, that would have been a show worth watching, with at the end her and Ahsoka reuniting and leading into this, not necessarily this quest, but the quest that this could have been.
Unknown regions.
I am so going to disagree with that, because had you had this Ahsoka and Sabine hooking up to train or whatever, would still imply that she's eventually going to be a force.
I'm not saying hooking up to train. I'm saying them just coming together after all these years, but they're on two completely different paths.
Okay,
right. Sabine could still definitely have used to Ahsoka as a Mandalorian.
Okay,
provided she's doing her Mandalorian shit.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like I've said before,
and the rest of the Ghost crew.
Well, yeah. But like I've said before, the ideal storyline or the character arc for Sabine would be that she just threw the whole Jedi shit back in Ahsoka's face and said, "Screw you, I'm a Mandalorian."
Yeah.
Which, oddly enough, would fit along with what you've normally seen from, with Disney's The Message, is she was always great from the beginning.
Right.
But they, oddly enough, again, said that you're not good enough. You have to be something else.
Captain Marvel.
Yeah.
But instead of "you're a Jedi, you're a Jedi, you're a Jedi, you're a Jedi."
Yeah.
No.
I too would like to be a Jedi.
Apparently I just have to strangle myself.
I heard from a little birdie
the
that if you
original
watch
Mandalorians.
I heard from a little birdie if you watch Two Girls, One Cup, you become a Jedi. But
that's not funny, Josh.
That's a Sith.
Hold on.
That's Sith, Josh. That's Sith.
For me, the series, there were a lot of things I enjoyed. There were.
All right. Incoming call.
Chopper is a menace.
Chopper is a menace. There were a lot of things I actually enjoyed about the series, but there were a lot of the inconsistencies and the cannon blasting really made it hard to just enjoy, certainly as a body of work. Like I said, there were episodes that I thought were fun to watch, and I knew that they were not good, but they were still fun. I mean, which is a lot of things that we watch. The canon stuff, though, was a real issue. Filoni has like stopped on canon and just sidelined stuff and created shit out of nowhere is what he did in this series. which was too bad. There was a lot of potential here. And again, and that's almost any Disney Plus series that we've talked about.
Mm-hmm.
The potential is this big, and they bring it down to this fucking weird, narrow scope of bullshit that wastes everything over here, which is too bad. Most people, at least, you know, if you've seen the Clone Wars, you liked Ahsoka as a character. And this was a great opportunity. Because and when you got to see her in Mandalorian, it was like, oh, it's fucking Ahsoka, cool. But then, and now it's like, well, fuck. Well, it's George, like I said, it was a waste.
George Lucas wanted her to die in Order 66.
Correct.
And for a reason, because we already had Luke Skywalker.
Right.
She is the new Luke Skywalker.
Yeah, because Luke is gone. I mean, but he's not. Luke is still out there. Luke is in his prime right now.
Mm-hmm.
And just sitting on a planet jerking off the frog.
That to me is
that's
a
awesome.
serious problem.
Yeah, it is.
It is how's he's in his. It'd be different if he was washed up old titty milk.
He's not.
Luke, but he's not. He's in his prime where he's like wrecking stuff, and
that end of Mandalorian season 2 was fucking gold.
Okay, keep this all in mind. Everything post Mando season 2, where John completely lost control of this through Kathleen, Kathleen and through Dave. This is the problem with Lucasfilm. As long as the sequel trilogy exists, which Disney wrote themselves into a brick wall, and that brick wall is a descendant of Palpatine usurping the Skywalker name. Until that is no longer around, nothing else matters, because John was trying to make a detour around that wall,
right?
And that got usurped. They are
back into it.
They are driving head first into the brick wall. None of this matters. Disney plus Star Wars is a prequel to the sequels.
Right. Yes.
That really sucks.
So
it certainly doesn't make anything moving forward. None of it matters.
And it's the same with all the Marvel stuff too. All the shows are doing it's all prequels to stuff that is going to happen. So all roads lead to the same place.
Yep.
And
so
it's not a good one.
I will say, and this is tough for me to articulate. I liked Ahsoka better than Boba Fett and Kenobi. I did personally. None of them are good. I thought Ahsoka was a lot more watchable than either one of those series. And actually, Mandalorian season 3 isn't
awful.
It's almost it's like maybe neck and neck. But Boba Fett was objectively fucking just horrible, and Kenobi was nearly unwatchable. It was so bad. This at least had some entertainment value. Well, you knew it wasn't great. It could still, like I said, it can be entertaining and not be good, which almost contradicts. But we all fucking know what happens, and that's the way I felt about the series. I could watch it. And I wasn't, it was like, what the fuck? But still, it moved, and it's like, it's fine. It's shit, but I can watch it. And, like I said, it's almost a circle thing, but is what it is. Go ahead. We got to wrap up here in a couple minutes, though.
Okay, and let me just say one thing. Now, when Dave and John started, John was the boss.
Yeah.
When after Mando season 2, Kathleen Kennedy promoted Dave to executive creative director. Dave is now John's boss. John has fulfilled his contract and has written the fourth season of the Mando. He will get his EP credit on it, but that's about all the involvement he's going to have. John is out. John is out.
I don't blame him.
And
they took what he was creating and turned it into a fucking abomination.
silly cartoon. Into a cartoon. So Andor was Andor was a little too serious. Dave is way too cartoon. John who understands how to tell a story was that mid path to move this universe into more moving toward Andor-ish. And John, if he's not there already, is talking to James. Is talking to James Gunn.
Yep.
And John is going across the street, and to go with DC Studios. Take that to the bank.
No, and let's hope that doesn't burn to the ground. That's a whole nother discussion, though. So I think by and large, we all felt similar about the show. It ended up being a huge fucking disappointment. You know, it wasn't a surprise. I did go into it hoping for the best. I go into these series always hoping that they're going to be good, and unfortunately, they're not. So that's the end of this one for us. We made it through. It wasn't easy, and we're going out on a disappointing note. Ray Stevenson, I felt, got a very bad end on this because you don't understand his journey.
He doesn't get a complete
if you
story.
Never saw.
Yeah.
No, he doesn't. It's just like, what the fuck happened to Balin Skull?
Yeah.
You see him standing on the edge of the statue, and
He
it
was not-
means that much to those of us who know what the fuck we're looking at. To the other folks who have never seen that stuff, they have zero idea what the fuck that means. Like, that's weird.
He's not a good character. What made him good was Ray Stevenson. That's it.
Correct.
It was a good actor working with what he had.
Ray could deliver a word, and it was brilliant.
Right. And unfortunately, this is one of his last things he ever did.
Yeah.
This is the last thing he ever did.
Yeah, because he died.
I didn't know.
About a month later.
Really? I thought maybe he was in the process of working on another project. But what are they going to? What now? I guess they just forget about it, and they'll do it, and it's real easy to do. They'll just never bring him up again.
I mean,
And
likely
Yeah,
they're
just the
going
aside.
to have to recast him because he's obviously such an essential part of the story.
I
They can
don't
kind of
think-
get
I
away
don't
with
think
it
so.
with
I don't think he is.
I think they'll just forget that he existed and never bring him up again.
Oh,
Here's what I think is he's going to find the power source he's looking for, and
Abeloth.
it's going to transform him into some other person.
Snoke.
someone else.
Mhm.
Okay.
Snoke.
Oh, fuck Snoke. Snoke, the incomplete piece of shit clone. Fuck Snoke and his fucking Snoke eye. I fucking hate Snoke.
I guess that is one way to deal with it, Beard, is to do that.
No, it does make sense.
Or kill him off screen. He finds the power and kills him off screen.
I mean,
And
that's
they find
assuming that.
evidence of him.
But that
Yeah.
also gets rid of Shin Hati. She's still running around out there too. So you can't. While they are apart, they are still connected. You can't deal with one and not deal with the other. So you got to deal with Balin Skull and what happens to him. How they do that will probably not be as good as anything we've discussed in the last minute and a half. But they do have to deal with him. So Shieldwall, thank you for enduring this, my brother. What do you got coming up, pal?
I got Thursday. We're going to be doing whatever we're doing on Thursday. The Prophecy movie, 1995 one, not the 1979 Mutant Bear
Not the
one.
Mutant Bear. Not the Mutant Bear.
And then Jacob's channel next week, maybe. We'll talk, and I'll figure out what I'm doing then. But I think I'll be on his show for something. Oh, it's the next The Invisible Man. We'll be going over that.
Oh,
Sorry,
nice.
my brain is kind of little Swiss cheese right
That's
now.
all right.
Also, one thing that I saw real quick and then I forgot about it, and then I saw it again today was the trailer for Zack Snyder's Rebel Moon.
Yeah.
And slightly hopeful that won't be a complete pile of dew, but we'll see. But it looked interesting.
It is a roll of the dice.
I was just thinking to myself, this could be, if it hits, it could be like the start of a whole new franchise of something that people could get into. And
that was supposed to be a Star Wars script, Shieldwall,
right?
But KK said 9 and rejected it.
Which is just going to reinvigorate the Snyder Bros. So,
I just thought it looked interesting, and
He's
I
a
hope
mixed bag.
It does look interesting, but
it's not going to, I doubt it's worse than Ahsoka was. Huh? I have to say doubt because I can't say for certain. Jacob Ironside, what do you have coming up, brother?
So I'm not sure about Saturday night. That might not work. My show for that might not work. But Tuesday I will be on Talk Hard with Pops.
Nice.
And then my show after that. And
Very
The
cool.
Invisible Man.
Well, cool. And again, thank you for enduring this with us.
Oh, yeah.
No Mutant Bears, Matt. We've talked about this. Oh, Lord.
I enjoyed ripping this show apart.
Well, I'm glad. I mean, this is far more fun than actually watching the show, which is, like I said, it is what it is. But at least we get to talk about it, and we get to do the breakdown and stuff. And again, what we like and what we don't like, because it is a mixed bag. It's unfortunately there's more not likes because of the writing of the show, but we didn't do that. We are just analyzing the show.
Yeah.
So, Beard of Liberty, what do you have coming up, sir?
Let's see. On Saturday, 1:30 p.m. Central, I'll be on with Nerdy Neo for Party Chat, where we do some video game chat.
Nice.
Games you felt ripped off by, backlogs and things. I'm actually going to touch on a friend of mine I used to talk with or game with.
Your friend?
Well,
That's
no,
gross.
You're going to regret this. That is no longer with us. Yeah, a good friend of mine. We're going to kind of talk on that a little bit, and then I'll be back here for Thursday for my first watch of Prophecy.
I'm looking forward to getting your take on it. I always like having someone on the panel who's never seen it.
Yeah,
because I've seen that
first
movie
watch guy
gazillion times, and so I can almost walk through the dialogue with it. So having someone who's
Walk
never seen it, fresh perspective on the topic of Christopher Walken as Gabriel the Angel, it should be a lot of fun to watch. So I'm looking forward to you being on that one.
I look forward to it as well.
Thank you for enduring this with us.
Well, I was going to watch it anyway because of, not to go on longer, but of the Star Wars properties that had potential, this had a lot of potential, and it was absolutely wasted.
Yep.
So,
too bad.
Anyway,
so right on. Joker voice. What do you have coming up, my friend?
Tomorrow the morning, as I have made a conscious decision for this month, I am not going to review Loki.
Loki.
At least on my channel.
Fuck Loki.
So, speaking of Mr. Christopher Walken, wow, it's crazy, neat. So, I'm going to give a appreciation video for stuff for the month of October, and tomorrow night it will be Tim Burton's Sleepy Hollow.
Right on.
And
I like that movie. It's a good movie.
Nice. I like that movie. Great movie.
And then later that day, over on Legion Talk for Friday Night's Royal Rumble, you can catch me there. And then probably Sunday with Wookie Be Bad. Wookie Be Bad again. I am like most of the folks in here. I was actually looking forward to this show. This is a character that I liked and grew to love. This character, who ended up being a sidekick in her own show, and fuck off Dave Filoni for ruining something that was great.
No, accepted. Well put, my friend. And again, thank you for enduring. So
I was going to anyway, so
I know
yeah.
we all were. We all were.
I know, right?
I'm not watching Loki though. I'm straight up not like. I'm not even bothering. I'm not even going to sit there in my living room silently for my own edification, watch it to hate it. I'm not going to watch it because I watched season 1, and that was quite enough. I'm not even sure if I finished my reviews of Loki. I think I like started and I was doing reviews, and I'm like, fuck, this is so fucking bad. I think I stopped. Alligator Loki was still my favorite Loki. Mr. AWK. Alex, thanks for hanging in there with us tonight. It's like 17 a.m. in your time zone. I hate
in the
Greenwich
morning,
Mean Time.
actually.
You're a brave man. You're a brave man. Well, what do you got coming up, my friend?
Well, at the moment, FFSI will return on the 14th. We're discussing Prince of Thieves versus Men in Tights. Who did it better? Hopefully, we had people as guests on. And if anyone is interested in buying a copy of the book me and Archer Collin wrote, the link is now not going in. I'll put it in private chat for you to put a link to the comment. So
let me see if I can bring it up here so I can share.
I can link it in the comments here, but
oh, here we go. Yeah. I can share that.
So
yeah.
Thank you very
this
much.
doesn't have your stuff on it, does it? No, it doesn't. I'm just making sure I'm not doxing you.
Yep, and there's no embedded.
So here's the item, and I can actually drop that in the chat too.
Thank you. So if anyone's interested in buying a copy to read on it, feel free.
Very nice.
There we go, and I just dropped that in the chat for us as well.
Yeah, and also
please,
Also,
so $2.99 is that's American dollars. That's actually not like $75 in British money. Okay.
No, but Monday night with FFSI with me and Archer Collin will be back on the 6th of November for our next show like that. But on the 14th, we're doing a look into Robin Hood, really. So there you go.
Right on.
Right on.
All right, and thank you for hanging out. I mean, like I said, I know it's like
no problem.
Block where you are, dude.
Well, can I just say one more thing? I will give this series a 5, but I will give this last episode a 3 because it is crap.
Yeah, accept it. I think that's actually a pretty fair rating.
Sorry.
No, I was gonna say it did have some good stuff. I mean, that's why the 5 actually makes sense. It wasn't a complete shit show. The entertainment value for the stuff that was entertaining, I get the 5. In this last episode,
the thing is, I still think Ahsoka should belong to the animated series and not the live action, because Rosie O'Donnell, she was just boring.
Mm-hmm.
Rather watch paint dry or listen to crickets all night, and then
No, except it's making the jump from animation to live action doesn't always work.
No.
The best parts of this series were, I thought, the flashbacks to the Clone Wars were good. When you had young Ahsoka and Anakin on the battlefield of the Clone Wars, I thought that was a lot of fun to watch.
Oh yes,
and that was a good harken back.
Yeah. Well, also, I'm hoping to pre-order it because they announced it at Hasbro Plus. Commander Rex helmet will be coming out, so
nice.
I'll be definitely getting hold of one of those.
Right on. I actually did look. The Balin Scon action figure is out. Skull action figure is out. I'm not going to get it. I don't have a Star Wars collection, and if I start one, Misses of the Empire will actually kill me. Josh McDonald, Pop by Culture, the birthday boy. Come on, that was a little bit fun for me to say. Perhaps my approach was wrong. What do you got coming up, buddy? And I'm sorry for dragging you through Ahsoka on your birthday.
I'm gonna keep my arms crossed while I say this, and I'm gonna say it the most way possible.
Now we know he's serious.
Wonderful.
But you can find me on Max's Man Cave on Sunday. And then after that, you can find me on Pop by Culture on Tuesday. And I didn't think I'd ever say this, but after discussing this episode of this show, I'm actually looking forward to watching Loki.
Oh,
I think.
Why does that sound like that was a prepared statement in like a hostage video or something?
Oh, that is
I don't know.
Twice if you're in trouble.
I will be
Wink,
honest.
wink, wink.
I'm curious to watch Loki because two of the things that I hated the most about that show are not involved. Michael Waldron is not writing the scripts. Kate Herron is not the director. And get this, we actually have a Marvel project where they did not come back and do reshoots. And Tom Hiddleston was in an interview recently saying that he was fighting for certain things on set. Maybe.
Like to not get punked like a little bitch in every scene? That would be nice.
There was an interview where he was talking about how he was fighting for the quality of the show.
Well, let's hope he came through.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, I will never see it. And you're on with us next Thursday as well, yes, Josh?
Correct. Yes.
Okay, because your cryptic answer was like, yes, with a question. I'm like, yes.
Only if we do mutant bears. Then
only if we do the mutant bear. We'll talk about the mutant bear as well.
And then next Thursday, I will be here. That's all.
Thank you for that way you know he's serious when he says it. That's how you know. Otherwise,
that is wonderful.
Knows. Well, yeah. So next Thursday we are doing the 1995 Christopher Walken film, The Prophecy, and it's supernatural thriller. I think if you know anything about, it's largely Catholicism because a lot of it just is. But it's a well done movie. Not a lot of people have seen, and I think if you haven't watched it, go watch this movie and then hang out with us while we do our analysis of it. It's a really enjoyable film. It's a lot of weird, angelic stuff. The devil's in it. It's an interesting construct of a movie. When I saw it, I was
my ex-wife is in this.
What I don't want.
You said the devil was in this film.
Oh no! Maybe if your ex-wife was Viggo Mortensen, and so if there are a bunch of other prophecy movies out there, don't watch those. Every sequel is terrible. Just watch the first one.
Yeah, just watch the first one, and whatever you do not watch the 1979 prophecy movie with the mutant bear.
If you're expecting Christopher Walken on that one, you're going to be very disappointed. It's just a mutant bear. And so I want to thank you guys, our panel, and Mando, of course, and Pops, who should have been here and was here during this journey, for doing this every week. And your analysis and breakdown of the shows have been really good, and everybody has brought a lot of good knowledge to the show and to our chat. Thanks for hanging in there, guys. You guys also bring a lot of knowledge and make fun of me from week to week, which is really important for the show. So thank you so much, and we're gonna wrap her up now. But like I said, next Thursday we're back, and the following Thursday we're gonna be looking at your favorite modern horror films. Sometime next week I'm gonna be on with Zach's doing a dad stream. So there's stuff coming up. I just don't quite know when that one is yet, but it's coming.
Allegedly.
Allegedly.
Roman's wife is standing in the corner with a knife right now.
Right now, yeah, I'm 15 minutes behind schedule, so I may end up getting stabbed on this one. So if you don't see me next week,
as long as it's a lightsaber you get stabbed with, you'll be fine.
I'm a man. I'm not gonna make it.
Oh yeah, you're a man. That's true.
I'm a dude. I'm fucking dead. So all right, everyone, thank you so much for hanging out with us. Until next time, be kind.